Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast once again. Today is a very special day for me. We have a really special guest. She's my wife. She's my best friend. She's my everything. And somebody that I'm really proud to have here today. We basically grew up together. Um, and we've been through a lot together. But honestly, like she's the best person I know. She's so kind. She's genuine. She I want to be a better person because of her. And but also, she has a funny part, which is what I love. Like she's the funniest person I know. And if you're lucky enough to be in her circle, she's the comedian of the party. And I'm lucky to be at the front row seeing this. I don't know why I'm crying, but it's like talking about something funny. But so anyway, but she's a lot of things. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's a business owner. She's a coach, an athlete. She's many things in life. But one of the things that I most admire about her, whatever it is she's present. She's there. She's enjoying life 100%. So, welcome to the podcast, baby. I'm sorry that I'm crying. We
You're making
barely
me
started.
choked up.
But welcome to the podcast. Let's get into it.
Thank you.
In Michelle's words, she's my best friend, bitch.
Welcome to the podcast, baby. I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
I don't know why I got choked up there.
Hold on, bro. Let's give him some fucking air over here, bro.
It's very
Everybody, he's stressed out a little bit.
I wrote this introduction for you, which I knew I was not going to be able to fully say. But to be honest, as I was trying to read this, it's kind of like I was going through our life.
Mm-hmm.
I
felt it.
And so that's why I was like, oh, shit.
It's a beautiful thing, though, bro.
It's what we talk about sometimes, right? Like,
Beautiful.
let's not forget to look back at what.
I don't know.
That was a moment like that where I was like, oh, shit.
So
I'm
okay, let's jump
it's
into
been
this.
awesome. But let's get into this.
Let me ask the first question.
Okay.
All right, girl. You don't know me. I don't know you. We walk into an elevator together. You got 30 seconds to tell me who you are. Who is Mrs. Erin Gutierrez?
Oh my God. Without sounding like blowing my own skirt up, I'm a good person. I know that. I'm a good friend. I think I'm a great mom. I don't know. Outside of those things, like I'm also a realtor. I try to pepper that in everywhere I go. Real estate and
Absolutely.
jujitsu. If you guys know me, I try to recruit everybody to, work with me, let me coach them, try some jujitsu. I don't know. I'm a realtor, jujitsu coach.
Tell me about your
You
character.
forgot comedian, though.
Hold on,
yeah.
yeah. Tell me about your character.
My character.
Who is Erin away from all the other stuff you just said? Because I want people to know the person that I know, the person that we've grown to love, respect, and honor, right? We don't meet too many people like you, right? A lot of people are not blessed to have a person like you as a friend, right? As a
you.
family member. Seriously, I'm serious, man. I want people in Brentwood, Oakland, the whole world to understand who we have here, right? Who are you? Tell me about your character. What do you love to do on your days off? What are your hobbies? What upsets you? What do you love to do? What don't you love to do? Right? What do you do when you have free time? You know what I'm saying? That's the person that me, Michelle, and the girls and little Danny know. And I want the world to know that person.
Okay. Well, I like to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
So I can draw.
we see
I
it
love
all the
music,
time.
love to sing. I know, make some balloon arches.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know. I feel
And she's always there. Hold on.
Hey, not always.
But she's always there when the Garcias are having a party and we need help with the balloon arches. She's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Because you guys have all the good parties.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I want the people to understand who we talking to.
All right.
That character right there.
I don't know. It's just weird for me to be like, this is who I am, and I'm so fun. But I don't know. I mean, I think I'm a good person.
You are
Yeah.
a good person.
Like,
You're a great
I like to
person,
crack
bro.
jokes. I think part of, I don't know. I think part of the way that I was raised, everything was around comedy. Like, our kids even have a hella good sense of humor because we make each other belly laugh till you're about to pee at least once a day.
Yeah.
Like, we have so
Got
much
to.
fun together, but I think you got to laugh. You got to find the humor in everything.
Mhm.
I thought when I was in middle school that I'd maybe outgrow that,
Yeah.
but here I am about to be 46 years old and I'm still, I'm at Home Depot and I see a sign that says galvanized nipples and I'm like, like, I don't know. I think I'm like a 12-year-old boy at heart or something. Like I find humor in just about everything. I always try to find a way to insert a joke.
You're supposed to.
I feel like if a situation gets too heavy, like I'll try to like throw a little joke or something in there. Like,
bring it, if it gets too high, bring it
I
down. If
like
it gets
to
too
keep it
low, bring
light.
it up.
I
Hell
like to
yeah.
keep it light. Keep it
Hell
light,
yeah,
keep
bro.
it funny. Life's too damn short.
That's right. Too damn short, bro.
Way too short.
We ain't here long enough.
Nope.
So I'm here for a short time and a good time, baby.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Where do you think you get your comedic ability? Because you're fucking funny as shit. And everybody that knows her, like, she's always the one cracking
I
the
always
joke.
tell the
and
kids.
she always comes from like a left curve. Like, you
Yeah.
don't even fucking
Yeah.
expect
But it's
that
funny
angle.
because like Justin and Jason, they'll try to tell me something, and I always tell them, I'm like, oh, because they're 10 and 14, they can't know all of my humor just quite yet. But I always tell them, I'm like, I'm literally the funniest person you know and will ever know. You just don't quite know it yet. Because sometimes I'll like say something or I'll come in with like some like 5th grade joke about balls or something with them. And they're like, and then they're hella laughing.
Mom!
No, it's like they're hella laughing, but then they're trying to cover up the fact like, oh shit, that was actually really funny. Yeah, but Justin has my sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think they both do.
Justin's funny as shit.
They're both really
both are.
quick on like their timing and their content and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like growing up, we always joked. Everybody just like roasts each other in the
Yeah.
family. Like, some of it was painful, but like we always joked. At home about stuff. There was always comedy on. Like my mom loved sitcoms. My mom's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
You know my mom.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
But
Shout out to moms.
I mean, I was like like Jason's age watching Eddie Murphy Raw,
Oh, shit.
Delirious.
I got some ice
Yeah,
cream.
you can
I got-
afford. But then it was funny because like I'd be this 10-year-old kid and I could be somewhere and then in the context that the adults would know because they've seen that special, something would happen and I'd pepper in a little line from that and they'd be like, how does this kid know that?
Yeah.
But then when you're a kid, it's like once you realize like, oh, I got a little something here, it's
You're
like
getting the reaction from
yeah,
everybody.
my mom would be like, get in here and tell that joke. Like, so I don't know. I think, my mom always encouraged me being funny, but I just always hung around with funny people.
Yeah.
But then I think, when you have hard times, when you have struggle, if there's like shit going on in your house that you want to escape from,
Straight up.
I like to keep it light. And I always have watched stand-up comedy on TV.
But you think it's also a little bit of a coping mechanism?
Oh,
from-
100%.
Fuck yeah, bro.
100%.
So hold on. I got to ask this question. Top 3 best comedians ever. Top 3.
Ever?
I know it's hard. I know.
Dang.
Just give me your
It's
first.
it's really
right off
hard.
the dome.
Shit.
Right off your dome, dude.
I love Tom Segura.
Okay.
I love his, because I think we're similar with our humor, but then his stuff is like, his line's way past mine on some of the stuff. And I'm still belly laughing at it, but inside I'm going, I can't believe you just said that.
But it's still funny though,
but
dude.
it's funny.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't know. Cat Williams is hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
bro.
it's fucking funny.
But
as
it's
shit.
hard because if I think of people that I, grew up watching, it's like
Yeah,
you
it's
have
hard,
your
bro.
old
It's
school
hard.
classics and then you have people now.
So Tom and Kat, you're saying number 2?
I don't know. There's so
Well,
many.
do 2,
Okay.
two
I
from
love,
back in the day and 2 from now.
Okay.
Okay.
Tom Segura. I love Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Because he has intelligent comedy.
Yes.
It's not just dick jokes, which can be fun.
Yeah.
But I love, like, a lot of people think they can just repeat a joke, but you have to be a storyteller.
Yes.
You have to take people on a ride through it. But a good comedian that
With the
could
hook.
call back to something in the joke 5 minutes ago and bring you back around
Yes.
and put things together.
Yes.
And
But also, a good
he's very
comedian like
intelligent.
makes you temporarily not have to worry about thinking.
Yeah.
Like it.
Paints that
It's
beautiful
almost
picture,
like you
bro.
get connected into his
Yeah.
thing, and it's just like,
Oh, that makes sense.
and you just start laughing,
Yeah.
and it's all at the same time. It's weird.
Okay, you got Tom, you got Dave. 2 more.
And so that would be recent, and then
Okay.
so was old school or back in the day.
George Carlin.
Oh, see, now he was good, bro.
Hell yeah,
He
dude.
was good, bro.
Because he was so intelligent, too.
I didn't know about him till like
But the
5 years ago, bro.
storytelling-
I know he started
Seriously.
showing up in my
Yeah.
feed, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Who's this guy?"
No, you got to go back and I mean, I grew up
Yeah.
watching his stuff, but like his storytelling, and he's so quick. One of my favorite bits of his is you can't, like, the things that you can and can't say, like you can't say shit, piss, fuck, goddamn bitch.
Yeah,
like, and
that's
he
a
went
great
down
bit.
the whole thing, but he was like, "Brrr," just like a firing squad, so quick with it. And I loved like his wit and how he could just quickly,
Yeah.
you know, grab stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how he can flirt with the politics
Yeah.
and make it funny at the same time.
Yeah, because it was
bro.
almost
Yeah.
like you, like
he
could have
treads
been
that
at a,
line, dog.
he
Yeah.
could have been at like a rally.
Yeah, bro.
And that was what people were watching, and
Yeah.
it was just like, it was funny, but it was at the same time you made you think like,
Oh
he
shit.
was making a good
Good
fucking
point.
point.
Yeah, that's why. And it's like Chappelle's very similar, like in his style.
Yes.
And then I don't know. I love the old school Eddie Murphy
I was
comedy.
gonna say you have to put Eddie in
Your
there,
wife's
bro.
a Bigfoot, Gus. It's so funny because my sister, you met my sister,
Yeah.
like, we are so good at recalling because we've seen these specials 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can pick up my phone and go, "Ding," and she'll go, "Lillian," like, and we'll go, and it's like, we like ADHD off
They
because it'll
totally
be
do.
5 minutes of back and forth until we like finish the skit, and then we just laugh for like 5 minutes. And the kids know my laugh when I'm on the phone with my sister because they're
Yeah,
like,
it's different.
that's the laugh. We know that you're on the
Different.
phone with Auntie.
Respect.
Yeah,
dude.
just belly laughs. Laughing
Respect.
about our trauma.
I saw that with movies too. They can recall anything about movies. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I grew up watching comedy. Oh shit.
What?
Sandler. I gotta put 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, hold on. Who you
Sandler.
bumping off?
No.
You
I
have to.
can't. I can't.
You have to.
You gotta bump
Shit.
someone
You have
off,
to.
bro. You gotta bump someone
Yeah.
off.
Okay, no, hold on. Sandler will be my middle.
No, we're not gonna throw you a softball. You gotta take somebody off.
You gotta bump somebody off that one.
Ah.
So you have Tom, you have Dave, you have Eddie, and
I'm sorry, Tom. I love you,
That's
but I would have to bump him because Dave.
I would do that too. I mean,
But
I love
also
Tom.
Adam Sandler, like,
different, bro.
I've had so much fun the last few years
Him
slowly introducing the
too.
Sandler stuff to the kids.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
you
now the
introduced me
kids
to
know
the
stuff.
songs. Have you heard
Yeah,
those?
yeah,
I've never known about those. When
Yeah.
she will play
Well,
them,
his
I'm
comedy
like,
albums. I was in high school listening to those comedy albums.
Yeah, those are great.
And we would laugh. Oh, okay. So have you heard the comedy album?
yeah, bro.
You know the one about the talking goat that's tied to the
that
truck?
was hilarious.
Okay, so every time we're going down Fairview and Sand Creek and there's those goats on the corner, I in my head go, I cannot hear you, come closer. So it's hella funny because Justin would just look at me like, what? I don't get it.
I don't get it, bro.
And so it was just me and him
Mom's
one
being
day.
weird.
Yeah, like it was one of the days that I took him out driving and I
Yeah.
was like, it is time. And I like put on the Adam Sandler album. He was belly laughing. And so, like, you know, he was beating me with this hickory stick and like he was just like reciting it with me. It was so funny. But now every time he's in the car with me and we pass the thing, he's like, have fun at the Ragu Festival. You know, like we're quoting the little goat thing. So now it's cute because now we have a little inside joke.
Yeah.
But even like every time I go through a toll booth, I would do the toll booth Willie thing in my head.
I'm telling you, we have a comedian in the house.
So does he tie in all the characters from Adam?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jason actually is more so on that because Jason looks for Easter eggs in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he'll tell me like if, you know, we try to do movie nights and stuff and he's like, "Mom, can we watch a Sandler?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he'll be like, "Oh, wait." And he pauses it and he goes, "This guy right here." And it could be Chris Rock or David Spade or Kevin James, like one of them, Rob Schneider. you know, and he'll be like, oh, he was in this one and he was in that one, but he was also in Mr. Deeds. And then, you know,
Yeah.
we went into the whole thing about how the comedians came up together and how he tries to
Yes.
put them in all his movies.
Knowing the
and,
history.
you know, bringing everybody up with you. And so it's kind of a cool story. But
Hell yeah,
But he
dude.
has her like memory, which is like picture, almost like video. Like he can. They'll be watching a movie and they'll catch a glitch on the movie that was like on a frame.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she'll be like, "Oh, that cup was moved."
I have a
and
thing
then I'm
with
like,
set
I slow
continuity.
it down and it's like moved like this much. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could tell the scene was shot on a different day because one scene her hair is here and the
Her eye
next scene
for
her
detail's
hair
nuts.
is here.
So what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? All time.
Man,
Only
One.
one.
shit.
It's a great question.
I know I have one.
That's
That is
great.
I
a
have
really
one.
good question.
I'll go with mine.
That's Sohan for me.
Waterboy is my favorite.
Oh,
dude.
Waterboy
Oh,
is a great
yeah.
one. But
Fucking
I
love
always like
Waterboy.
the Sohan. That's the
Yeah.
one where, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my first Adam Sandler that I ever saw was Billy Madison.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Movie too.
Yeah, stop looking at me, Swan. We used to,
yeah.
I just watched that actually with the kids like 2 months ago.
I don't know. I think that's better. Yeah, I forgot about that movie.
But the Water Boy is so funny because if you look at the different characters that are in there,
dude.
I love Kathy
Everybody.
Bates' character.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because Cher and I joke about that, you know, when I'm like doing stuff for the boys, because, you know, I always tell my kids, you can't spell smother without mother. I'll be like, girls are the devil. Now come here, let mama brush your hair.
devil. She the devil.
Yeah, he's not joking either.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably say Billy Madison.
All
These
right.
Karen so minds they're frozen. That's an inside joke.
So hey, let's get into the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people always ask me like how where I come from, how much has it affected me, right? But I always tell people, you know, now this Danny now appreciates where he comes from because I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through that, right? For you, you went through some mud growing up, right? And I really want the people to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, man, they'll see you and they'll start judging you right away, right? Based on your looks or where you live. And they don't understand the amount of pain you went through to get to where you are now, right? So what are the few things you do want people to know about your history, where you come from, right? What you've been through, how you got through it, and where you're at today?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's a great question.
Yeah. If you can just put that in a little quick bubble, you know what I'm saying? I know it's hard.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Oh, man.
But I want folks to know the Erin that I know. I want folks to know the sister that I've developed
Okay.
and God's blessed me with the last 15 years, 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know like how to describe it, but I think there's been a lot of people that once they get to know me, they go, oh, dang, I never would have thought that about you.
All the time.
You know, and I don't know if I like give off a certain perception because
It's just perception, bro.
Well,
Because-
even when I met you, to be honest, like I've told you this, you knew this. Like
Oh, he
I
thought
thought
I
you
was
were stuck
stuck
up
up.
as shit.
Yeah.
That was my first impression.
Yeah.
and I thought he didn't like me just because he didn't speak English.
No hablo.
No hablo. But you have a lot of things. It's not that you're just a great person. There's a reason why. There's a lot of good qualities of yours. Like you have such patience that is insane.
Mm.
You're, so like kind, and then also you like do all kinds of stuff that, and have to deal with all kinds of drama that you're always taking it in. You're taking everybody else's stuff and you just like keep yours real close.
I know, I'm working
But it
on
doesn't mean you're not going through it. So like, to get to where you are and to be able to do what you're doing, you have to go through some stuff. And so I guess what we're asking is, what were some of those things, right? Like, how was your childhood? Like, did you feel like, nobody had a perfect childhood, but that is part of how our character is built.
100%.
And so if you were going to kind of describe yourself from that perspective, like what things got you here, right? Like to me, like, you know, like growing up the way I grew up, that's how I kind of, that's what got me here. It's not what's gonna get me to the next point, but that's what got me to this point.
Mhm.
And so, what is yours?
I always joke and say like, oh, it's a middle child thing. But like,
Yeah.
man, for those people that are middle children, you know, what number are you? You're
I'm the last one.
Yeah.
I'm the
He's
baby.
a baby, dude.
so the baby is always
obviously.
something different. You know, he's the
Obviously.
oldest. Like Angel's the oldest of 4.
Yeah.
You know, so he has a very different role. I'm the middle. So it's like, even though like we've had so many talks about this, and it's funny because even though like there's 4 of us, we all grew up in the same household, we all had the same parents. But I remember seeing a video one time, and I think it was Gaber Mate, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
And he was like, I love that guy. And he goes,
I seen that.
you grew up in the same household, and you had the same parents, but you didn't have the same parents.
That's right.
And that's very true, because
Very
I remember
true.
like my siblings and stuff, like sometimes they would say like, oh, you know, your mom's favorite or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I would always joke with my mom, and she'd be like, you give me the least trouble. And I'm like, well, I'm a fucking middle child. So it's like, you know, I had 2 older sisters and then a younger brother. We're all 5 years apart. And then my brother was the only boy, and he was the
Time
baby.
out. You have 2 older sisters?
So there's Cher, and then I have a stepsister. So my mom married my stepdad when I was 3, and he already had a daughter.
Oh.
So I grew up with another sister. She's a year older than Cher.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So it was like you had the 2 teenagers, you had me, and then you had the baby.
Yeah.
You know, and so like I wasn't a teenager like getting into trouble
right in the
or
middle.
anything like that.
Right in the middle.
You know, like my sisters, both of them, like kind of put my parents through it with all their teenage shit. You know, and those were, and I can say this as a parent now, because I've told my mom this so many times. There was a lot of shit that happened when I was a kid that I didn't understand why you made that decision or why it was the way that it was. But now that I have kids, I'm like, okay, well, I could see why you reacted to that way. You know, so it's like when my parents were going through with my sisters, that was their first time having teenagers. But then they also had a young one that was also the only boy, because there were 3 girls before him. So it was like there was extra attention here, there was extra attention here, and then there was just me just kind of chilling and not making any waves. And I was a really good kid. I was clean. Like I cooked. I always helped with all the other kids. Like I was very much like a little mother.
Yeah.
And so, like got off on a whole jag in my head all of a sudden. But
No, that's great.
no, I think just always being the middle child and just trying to keep the peace. Like there was a lot of arguing when I was, you know, growing up. There was, you know, it was hard having a blended family, you know, with like parents and stuff like that. And then my mom ran a daycare, so there was always hella kids at our house. You know, they were always our friends, you know, that we went to school with and stuff. But it was like our house was always like chaotic, and there was always stuff going on, and we had lots of pets. And
So you're from Oakland though, right?
so I was born in Oakland.
Okay.
And then as a baby lived in Hayward. And then my mom married my stepdad when I was 3, and then they ended up moving us out to San Jose.
Oh.
So I started kinder in San Jose and was there until 7th grade.
Right on.
And
At what
moved to
point did you
Ripon.
go to Ripon?
The summer between 7th and 8th grade.
How long were you out at Ripon?
Through high school, and then bounced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't a damn thing to do out there, huh?
Especially back then.
Especially back then. Oh my God,
was
there was
nothing.
Nothing. Just
There's
dirt.
nothing. And it was funny because, you know, being in San Jose, like, I think there was like a handful of white families on our block. Like everybody was like Mexican. There was Asians,
that was my next
Samoans.
question. Yes.
There was like, I didn't know any different because that was my block. That, you know, you go to school in South San Jose, there's so many different cultures. You know, you got a permission slip and it was in like 8 different languages with all the symbols because that was the demographic. You know, there was lots of different people. There was different stores to shop at and different foods. And, you know, it was just busier. And then when we moved out to Ripon, I was like, there's freaking nothing to do here. Like there was no bus. I think now there's a bus that comes through the city, but there was no bus.
Nothing.
Church on every corner, like nothing name brand. It was all like, you know, Jim's corner store. And at the time, I hated it. And I was like so bummed out. I had to leave all my friends, you know, junior high.
Yeah, you're going from a big city to a
Exactly.
small town. That's hard, bro.
And my mom was like, you just wait. When you have kids, you're going to want a slower pace. And I was like, you know, whatever. And
Look at you now.
as soon as we had Justin was in kindergarten in San Jose, and I was like, man, we gotta move. And then when we came
funny how
out
that
here,
works, dude.
no, it's so cute because when we came out here, I was like, Brentwood, and then you guys had moved out right before us. And we came out here and I was like, oh my God, I could totally see myself living here. And it's so cute. I love it.
I love Brentwood.
What's the best things you like about Brentwood?
Yeah.
I like that it's like, you still get like a little small town vibe, but it's not so small that there's nothing to do. Like some places they don't have a movie theater or there's no stores or whatever. But it's not massive.
Okay.
I think when things are massive, it's too much. I love I know everybody at the grocery stores and the schools and the gas stations.
So I'm a young father. I'm about 28 years old, right? And I was directed to call you because I'm leaving San Jose to purchase a house in Brentwood because I want to get my kids out of the city.
Okay.
Right? So Miss Erin, I was told to call you, girl. Why is Brentwood a place I should move to?
Because I also moved here from San Jose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I'm very big on that because I feel like when we moved out here, those were all of the qualities that I was looking at for my family. And I don't know, that's just something that I'm very passionate about that I always try to tell people about. It's so great. If you want big mall shopping, you got Concord, you got Walnut Creek, you've got
Right
all
up
these
the
other
hill.
things.
Right up the hill.
But I don't trip walking my dog at 11 o'clock at night.
Nope.
Or, having my kids walk to school or, stuff like that. I've left my car unlocked, and been like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it's not as dire as, if we were in San Jose.
Yes.
We will start locking them moving forward.
Now that it's out there.
We got cameras, people.
Just saying.
I know where those motherfuckers live, dog.
No, I like it. I love the small little hometown vibe. And when we were just at the homecoming parade and we were sitting down there on the street, it was so cute.
Beautiful.
I love just seeing the little marching band coming down and the whole town coming out.
The whole old school
But
vibe.
it looks
High
like
grade turnout.
I was talking to a friend of mine after that, and she also moved from San Jose, her and her family, and our kids go to school together. And we were talking about how it looks like the little town that they would use in a Hallmark movie. When you see the cute little towns, and you're like, oh dang, I would love to live there. That's how our little town is.
That's beautiful.
That's cute.
Right on.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you guys look okay.
Come on, bro.
Everybody's like, come
I'll
on.
keep asking questions.
All right, no. Let's.
You give me the road. I'm rolling, bro.
We know.
I'm just saying. Hop in there, bro.
All right, so that was your experience as a kid, but then you left home sort of early,
17.
right? And from there on, that's kind of what started your sales career, really, right?
Yeah. So my first, I guess, real big girl out of the house job, I was a manager of a retail pet store. And so I had, they were hiring, and I never thought of myself getting into retail, but I loved animals so much. I wanted to be a vet forever when I was growing up. And then my mom, I don't know if you know this, but my mom bred exotic birds. So when I say we had hella pets, we had hella pets. She had an aviary built in the back, and we had anywhere from tiny little parakeets up to $10,000 macaws. And we would hatch them out. I learned how to hand feed them.
Really?
Every hour you would be up with this little, just ugly, naked ass little chicken
explains the
looking bird.
patience, though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because you're taking something that's so fragile.
That's what.
But we
you
would
have to be very patient.
we would
for
raise
that.
these little birds and snuggle them like cats, and so I had at 17, 18 years old, this knowledge that was really valuable to these people at the pet store, because I was like, I can clip beaks, wings, feathers. I remember there was one parrot one time that was born with splay leg, and they were like, we're gonna have to put him down, and I was like, no, I can fix this, because I'd seen my mom do it before. And we were in a shopping plaza, and I went over to Michael's and got one of those little foam balls, the craft ball, and I cut it in half and made him like a big shoe, and then made a little thing to bind his legs, and they grew in just fine. And he but that was something cool that they were like, oh shit, how do you know how to do this? And I'm like, because I watched my mom do it. and
That's
feeding the
sick,
birds
dude.
and aspirating when they had bad crops and stuff like that. They were like, so they used to call me Bird Girl, and I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, but I would get to this pet store, and they had everybody that worked there had a different section. So there was reptiles, which
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with the
Yeah.
snakes, but there was a small animal room, which was like rats and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was nasty. And I was like, I'll take the birds. I know the birds.
Yeah.
And so they would just call
Naturally.
me
What was
Bird
the name
Girl.
of the store?
All Pet Discounter
That's right.
in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
And tell them what. So what place was next door to the pet station, the pet store?
There was a okay, so
Why are you gonna put it on the spot like that, bro?
it's nothing bad. It's just hella funny because I was a grown up and I was doing this shit all the time. So our store was here, and then there was a Wendy's right here, and their drive-through came around right here where their menu is.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was unpacking like the dog crates to put together, and there was a big sticker that said live animals.
Yeah.
And I would go over there and I would stick it on the menu. And then, like, after a while, they'd be like, God damn it,
On the
stop putting that
drive-thru.
stuff on the drive-thru
Live
menu.
animals.
But over and over, dude, they would take it off.
They
you
come
go put
over,
it
they're
in.
like,
Yeah,
somebody from your
yeah.
store is doing this. We know it's you. I'm like, oh.
So I got a big question to ask you.
Okay.
So the one thing, like for me in my career, a lot of people ask me. So I'm started this kind of like this motivational mentorship program, and a lot of people, the common question is, what kind of tools did you learn throughout all your careers that got you to where you are, right? And I think that's important, especially for what you do. You're a realtor, right?
I think a common thread is like people skills. Like you have to communicate. You can't, like,
Say that one more time.
People skills.
People skills. Yes.
I mean,
Why is that so
I don't
important,
care
dude?
where you're walking into. If you're walking into a car dealership or a gas station,
Yes.
it's nice if you're acknowledged.
Yes.
Welcome in. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Fuck off, something.
Something.
But I hate when I go and nobody makes eye contact with me. They don't ask if you need help with anything. You get up to the register, they're on their phone or they're talking to the person next to them and they're like, here, swipe your card. And you're like, hello?
Dude, how many times, and I can tell you, dude, every fucking day, but how many times do you walk into any facility, any business where that's happening,
Oh,
right?
That's
Every day.
more than the opposite.
So would you say that's a common fucking problem right now?
And
Right?
I think especially everybody is on their phone all the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, my mom knows, anybody knows, not only for safety, but just to be present with people. If I'm on the phone, like I'll pull in and I'll be sitting there parked and I'm like, shit, I gotta get into Safeway real quick and get these groceries, but I'm not gonna get out and be on my phone.
Yeah.
I see people all the time going through the checkout, not even acknowledging the cashier and just on their phone like nothing. I feel like that's so like rude.
Erin's the queen of being present. Dude.
Yeah.
I admire how well you do it, because some of us have to go out of our way to be present sometimes.
Sometimes me, bro. Sometimes me. As much as people
And
don't.
you're
I
just
feel-
like so natural
I
of
feel
it,
like
and it's
if
great.
you have a good habit of being present with people, you're paying attention a little bit more and you'll notice when something's just a little off.
Yeah.
Because I've had that interaction with, our kids or you or, different friends or, like, hey, what's up? Something's a little off with you right now.
Well, because when you're present, you can see better things.
Yeah.
There's you see the whole picture.
Yeah.
When you're like thinking about something else, it's almost like you're seeing it. Like, when you're watching a YouTube video,
Yeah, bro.
your Wi-Fi is bad and you have like the lower resolution. It's the same video,
Yeah.
but it's not the same, because we've been in a few situations where we had to call the cops. And she can remember so much from a moment. Like this one time, we're driving.
Is this Target?
Well, that was also that one. But I was gonna say we were driving to Oregon. We used to drive to Oregon. Shit, it seemed like almost every other
All
weekend
the time, yeah.
to go see her sister. So we would leave on Friday from San Jose, and we would drive all night
To Oregon.
and then we would come back on Sunday, dude. It was rough, but we did it because we were young and whatever. So
Yeah.
we're driving and we needed gas, and like once you get kind of close to all the forts and stuff. There's not a lot of gas stations, and there's like some. So we go to this gas station that's off the road, just in the middle of nowhere. As we're pulling in, it straight up looks like this guy is being robbed.
Oh, no.
The guy inside the gas station. Remember?
I don't remember this.
You don't remember?
No.
And so literally,
As you're telling a story about me having a good ass memory.
I know.
she drives in. Well, there's a story I don't remember, which is similar. So she drives in like this. She's driving, and we both kind of see it. But I was like, "Babe, don't stop. Keep going, keep going." And we're both looking, and I was like, "Oh, he's getting freaking robbed." And so we pulled off because like there's nothing, dude. It's just that building. There's nothing else around.
Yeah.
And I was like, we don't want to be part of this. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah.
But let's call the cops.
That's fucked up. You didn't do nothing about it.
But what am I gonna do? Go fucking throw him a shoe? And so we pulled over, like to the side, and we call the cops. And I was gonna be like,
He's all, there's this thing happening at this place.
There could have been a guy, a girl, a bunch, this, grayish clothing. It would have been stupid.
He's
and
all
she's like,
thin guy.
She's like, there was a male about this many pounds, this height, wearing blue shirt with a Nike logo and and broom, and the other guy was J high, like, dude. And I was like, are you making it up? But no, that's her memory.
But she don't remember.
She don't remember it.
I don't know why I can't remember this. You know why? Because I've had to call the cops so many times. No, because there's
the white lady, Karen.
No, listen,
Linda.
It's because I'm so present that I notice shit. And I will. So a couple years ago, remember the chess teacher that we had coming over at the house? I forget his name. That was doing the private lessons for the kids. So he would also have lessons down at the pizza place. So we were leaving the pizza place, and I was driving.
Mike's.
I was driving, and right in front of me, I could clearly see there were 4 dudes trying to rob this lady that was like Angel's mom's age and size with bags. Do you remember I told you this?
I remember.
And so I drove, and I passed, and I turned, and I'm like this, 911, and the kids were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, just be quiet and look forward and just chill.
Yeah.
They ran around the side of Ross, ran behind the bushes. Their getaway car was right in front of me. And I called, and I was going in front of TJ Maxx and, slowly going over the speed bumps down San Jose Avenue. They were in front of me the whole time. I told the 911 operator the type of the car, the license plate, described all 4 people that were in the car. And as soon as they turned on Fairview back up to Sand Creek, there was an officer that got them right there. And they caught them. Yeah, but like they robbed and hurt that poor lady.
Erin's
that
not the
could have been
type of
somebody's
person
mom.
that would see something and just walk away. She can't.
No, hell no.
So there, in Cupertino, this one time, she calls me, and I think you had me come and get Justin, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's right. She calls me. It's like, hey, I'm in this accident, and I was like, oh shit, are you okay? Like, no, I didn't get in an accident. I stopped to help somebody. And so this couple.
They were like in their
hit
70s.
a electrical or a phone
It was the
pole?
big telephone pole.
And the couple hit that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this older
Like in
couple.
their 70s, yeah.
And there was people just passing them by, dude. And then Erin's behind the line because it's traffic. And when she gets to it, she does what Erin does. And she gets out and pulls them out and helps them out. Calls the cops and then calls me. He's like, hey, come and get Jason. He can't.
We stopped in that accident on 580 in San Jose. It happened on the freeway right in front of us, and people were just going by.
That is something like that's when we talk about like how to teach your kids like good values. You can tell them and to read books, and you can tell them whatever you want to tell them. Your actions is what they're gonna have.
1000%.
If you don't have good values, if you're not a good moral person, then you're just gonna have it. I strive to do that, and I'm lucky enough that she's fucking amazing, and my kids take after that. And we all aspire to do that. But like, yeah, she's. I joke, Karen, but for whatever reason, there's a lot of fucking situations. We were also a target, and.
It was Target on Lone Tree.
She's so observant, right? So we're at Target, and as soon as we pull into the parking lot, cars park in front of Target for like to load something big or whatever.
Yeah.
That didn't seem, but she right away noticed that there was a towel covering the license plate. She's like, they're about to rob somebody
No shit.
immediately. And so like we get out, and the car is just waiting there. But this is the getaway car, and so literally the people at the exact same time as we're telling the security guard that car over there is waiting because they're about to rob somebody. Those people start running, and they get in the car and take off.
No way, bro.
Yeah. So the security started right away calling the cops.
Man.
But I described the 3 people,
Yeah.
what they had in their hands, the type and color of car, the damage to the car, the sticker that was on the back left corner of the window.
That's crazy.
I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse, but you know what? I know because
blessing.
I've been in some emergencies when I was a kid,
It's a blessing.
when I was little. And I think you get that fight or flight, or there's something extra, that like everything
it slows
goes
down
to that.
for you.
Yeah, but
know
I
what I'm saying?
become, it's like when you watch the Discovery Channel and the fox is like with the ears.
Yeah.
It's like everything's like, okay, like I can say I'm good in an emergency.
Yeah. Like everything slows down for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
some people,
I'm
they
the
flip
same
out
way.
so bad and then they can't, remember anything. But it's like, if you have to call 911 for something, obviously it's serious. Like nobody's coming to help you.
Man.
911 takes
We're
a
super
while.
common emergencies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy. Do you remember when Justin was 6 or 8 weeks old? He was wrapped up in the little like Velcro swaddle thing, still in the little bassinet part of the pack and play next to our bed. Like he was tiny. An Angel had gone out on a call in the middle of the night, and I was up every hour and a half, like feeding, so I was like half dead at that point. But he had left in the middle of the night for a call, an emergency maintenance call. And I heard what I thought was on the door. And I was like, and I immediately was like, oh, fuck, he's going to wake this baby up. I just put this baby down. And I was like,
Damn it.
And then when I went like this with my hand, I felt Angel in the bed. And immediately it was like, boot up everything, like all hands on deck. And I like grabbed Angel and I was like, someone's trying to get in the house. And I sat up and he like bolted out. And do you remember, like Markham had those floor to ceiling windows? This guy was in his boxers standing on the other side of the window, like wild eyed, just like doped out of his mind. And he was throwing his body at the door and at the window. And he was screaming, let me in, let me in. And I was like so calm.
He was at the wrong door.
Yeah. But I was looking at Justin.
He was high as fuck.
He was high as shit, yeah. So, but I was looking at Justin and my brain was like, okay, he's swaddled, so he's going to be easier to hold. You're going to hold on to him. You're going to step out the window. You're going to call Regina because they live next door to us. I'll pass the baby over the patio. I was like, boom, 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 boom in my brain. And luckily the police got there and everything, but I was
You were ready.
just super calm.
You were ready.
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from?
My mom is good in an emergency.
Right.
Yeah.
But good because of what though? Because it's
The
just
thing is trauma based.
is it trauma based
Yeah,
or is
yeah.
it like military? You guys had police officers in the family?
No.
Or was it just
So I can say part of it probably trauma based. Part of it is just watching. My mom was always like, my mom was the one that would pull over if an accident happened, or like stop and help somebody, or like
Victoria is a great person.
my mom
She
is good
man.
in that.
She is.
I remember the first time I met her, she was wild, bro.
She is, dude. And she's
Bro, I'm like,
hilarious.
girl, hold on, girl. I'm married, girl. Hold on, Mama Bear. You know
So I'm
what's
not
up?
gonna lie,
What's
she's crushing on you a little bit.
No,
She's
her
funny,
mom,
dude.
like when her mom is being 100% herself, her mom is
she's-
fucking
man,
hilarious.
she's
She's a
hilarious.
great person.
Good people.
I've known your mom for 20 years, longer.
Longer than that. You met my mom before we got together.
Yeah.
How long you guys been together?
23 years in December.
Oh, bro.
We've been married how many years?
18.
So I got a question to ask both of you guys.
Okay.
Okay, you guys been together for that amount of time, right?
Half our
And
lives.
it's a long time,
Yeah.
right? Not perfect, right? Some good, some bad, some ugly, but you guys survived. You guys are on this side of the hill now, right? What is if you guys can give a young couple, right, just starting their lives out right now, what is the one advice? You go first and you go second, but the quick advice, don't make it long, but quick advice you can give them as far as being together, being a union, and watching it through.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's tons of things.
But make it simple.
If I want to give you
God
like
damn
the elevator pitch,
really quick, bro.
I would say
You had young Angel.
I would say honesty to a fault, because it's gonna make it really hard at the beginning. And to be honest, depending on where you're in a relationship, assuming you're starting out, you haven't gotten married, you're not at that point. Some of those relationships are not gonna make it. But by being honest to a fault, you're putting the cards on the table for reals. There's no like, I think, and you can tell me otherwise, but as I recall, our first couple of years, we've had amazing 20 plus years. But at the beginning, that was part of the little grinding, because I could never, like, she knows, do not ask me a question you don't want the answer to. You fucking know, because you also know my ass. The people that know me, like, I think that is, I don't know why I've always hold that and understood that. And I think we've both been able to do that really well with each other. From the beginning. They like, by the time we got married, we knew each other. Like, there's people that get married and then it takes them 10 years to know each other. By the time I married this woman, I already knew 100% what she knew. She knew where I was. You know, she knows every fucking freckle on my balls. Like, there's nothing she doesn't know.
No surprises.
So it's, I think that's the most important thing.
You?
I would say honesty, and just, you have to continue building the friendship. I think one of the reasons why we're so successful is we were really good friends, and a romantic relationship was never even on the table until it was.
That's what she thinks.
But he's really my best friend. I know people are just like, you know, and they think it's so cheesy or whatever.
No,
but
because
like,
it's so rare.
Yeah.
People don't understand it.
Yeah.
People don't
you know,
understand it.
and it's hard because it's like, I mean, you know, like Michelle, that's your ride or die. That's your person. So you know how weird it is when you know that you have a good thing with her, and you're sitting there and somebody's like, man, my fucking wife, and you know, and I can't stand my husband, and they're like talking shit.
It's like, whoa.
I just look at that and I'm
I
like,
feel bad for you, bro.
Me
it's
too.
like, I know some people need to vent, or maybe that's what they feel is normal because that's what was modeled for them, or, you know, I
What's
mean, and
sad
I'm
is
not perfect.
Some of them have kids.
Yeah,
know.
but what I think is like, yeah, he pisses me off. He's not perfect. There's shit that he does that bothers me. But I'm not going to call Michelle up and be like, guess what this fucker did today?
100%.
You know?
Yeah, that's a dude. I'm glad.
Because that's disrespectful. Because why would you betray their trust like that and talk shit about them if that's your person?
I got this asked of one of my cousins when I went to my cousin's 80th birthday, and she's like, "What do you think? What have you guys been so successful in?" And that's one of the things I told her. Is like, and it's funny because we had a podcast the other day, and like, I know he said it jokingly, but it's like, "Oh, you have a fucking perfect marriage." And it's like, you know what? It's not perfect, but but it is
It's
a
pretty
fucking amazing.
good.
But we have a good thing going on. And a lot of it had to do, and there's this fucking, this meme, it's in Spanish that I seen, and it's kind of basically this, they're asking this old guy, it's like, you know, what's the secret to success in life? Or no, what's the secret in life, basically? And he's like, don't ever tell anybody that you're having a hard time, or that you're not, you know, doing good. And he's like, so that will make you have a better life. He's like, no, but then nobody will ever know about it. Meaning, like, everybody will always assume you're doing well.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna bother you. We always can work like, we've never allowed somebody else to be part of this relationship. This is our marriage.
100%.
We've always had.
You don't need outside influences because, you know, people will talk shit. People will get mad at your partner, or whatever you're going through might kick something up about what they went through with an ex. And if you have somebody in your ear like, fuck them, girl, you know, you don't need that.
There's things that will be flexible, but when it comes to that, we have walls. We have
absolutely.
Those walls are never gonna be penetrated.
But we've had people comment to us before, like, you guys never fight. Like, we've never, like, even like his mom lived with us for 5 years. Like, when has she ever heard us argue or raise voices, or, you know?
What I mean, that's why we close the door or we talk.
Yeah,
have
we
a
work it out like
disagreement.
adults.
You know what I'm saying?
And like, is it?
Not just adults, but emotional maturity.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of like the one thing I want to give you guys' flowers is that's one thing that you guys, since I've met you, since me and Michelle met you, since my kids met you, you guys had something very special from the very beginning. When I met you, I was expecting to meet the total opposite.
Yeah.
When I met her for the first
who
time,
brought
I'm
the
like,
white lady?"
shit. All right, Angel, I see you, big dog. Let's go, bro. But what put a cap on that was the way you guys talked to each other, the
He's
way
my
you guys
best friend.
communicated. Right?
he really is.
I wish a lot of people understood. Like, I got my soul partner, bro. Right? You guys have been able to build something beautiful. And I always use this word. You guys are just getting started. This is still just the beginning of what you guys are trying to create, what you guys are doing with your kids, right? Right now, what is your guys' goal together for the next 10 years?
In
What
which
do you
way?
got in any way? Financially, physically, mentally, family, right? Whatever. Like what is your guys' goal, bro? Because Brentwood, man, offers so many opportunities for all of us, right? I believe that. I love Brentwood. I don't think I'll ever leave Brentwood. I think I'm gonna be here for a life.
I know he asked me if we ever were to leave here, where would you go? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to leave here. It would have to change really bad.
One of these days, they're gonna name a street after Danny here in Brentwood, bro.
Hey,
you know what I'm
they
saying?
name a street after Erin and Ripon?
Yeah. Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy. That's for reals? No shit. What did you do, bro?
Nothing.
Nothing. Saved a bunch of goats,
So
bunch of
our
birds.
goals, you say them. I mean, we
there's
we
so
already
many.
know. Well, but what's it?
I don't
we
know.
talk about
I
this
feel
all the
like
time.
we're on a hot streak right now. I feel like
So
we've
many.
done a lot of good stuff in the last couple years. And when I look back at like some pictures, I'm like, dang, we're more
Killing
fit
it, bro.
and strong. Like I'm stronger now than I was when I was 30. Like, and I'll be 46 in
That's
2 months.
fucking awesome, dude.
Like I was just showing him yesterday. I was in the mirror and I happened to like move my arm a certain way, and I was like, oh
shit, hold
She's
on,
like,
bro.
you know where
Yeah.
you know where the gym was?
I
at?
know, got you some
That
tickets
way,
to the
bro.
gun show. No, but it's like I'm proud of us both because we've really taken our health seriously. We've been on a good regimen of like vitamins and exercise and just eating good, and and I think it helps when you have a partner that's on the same. Like Cat Williams said, you can't be born again and be a crackhead.
But that's the beautiful part,
Yeah.
though. You guys are doing it together.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10,
I love that-
most couples, it's one doing it, not the
Exactly.
other.
I know
What's the
he's
one
saying
goal that we're going after right now?
business,
Right, but
There you go.
to get what? What are we doing for the kids?
building legacy, financial freedom,
Big land.
the big land.
Big
Yeah.
land.
You could just, you see my kids and you ask them, what's your dream for the big land? You see how passionate Justin just was talking about F1? They will
build
tell
a
you,
fucking race car in the back of my house,
yeah,
bro.
they
I
will
can
tell
see
you
it.
about the size house that they want, how we're going to have a shop, how we're going to have dirt bikes like this, that, how we're going to have a house for abuelita. Like
That's awesome,
they've been
bro.
talking about that forever.
That's awesome.
So we're working towards it.
For
Yeah,
us, that's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
what we want for legacy. I mean, there's so many things we want to do. Obviously, we want to keep striding. We're working. Currently, we went on a path for the last year and a half, almost 2 years, with our health. Right, we both lost a shitload of weight,
I love it, bro.
and the
It's-
weight feels great, to be honest, losing the weight. But the most important thing is like we've developed such good habits. We found
Good
like
habits.
such a great group of people. Like honestly, our jiu-jitsu family is like a second family. Those are all great.
Yeah, we're there like almost every day.
Sometimes we don't get to shoot the shit because we're over there trying to kill each other. But like you're still learning so much from everybody, and
Yeah.
just seeing people like struggle and get better and like.
But you know that if shit hits the fan, they're the kind of people that are gonna come help you with whatever they can help you with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just great, and and now recently joining like the F3 guys. Those guys are also awesome. You'll be proud of me because I'm like not. I was
very
like,
proud
shit,
of you.
I got to do something here.
No, you know what? Time out. Shut up before you even start, bro. I'm gonna give you your fucking flowers, man. So I was just talking to my guy from Florida, Daniel Montalvo. He's like, bro, he's all fucking angel stepping out of his fucking shell, bro. Like your guys' show is kicking ass, but to see him, be more talkative, making more videos. He's all, damn, he's really, I'm like, that's my dog. I was like, that's right, baby. That's what we do over here, bro.
Yeah, no,
Good shit, man.
That's why, like, I got there on Monday, and I was like I'm in a fucking nice hotel, dude.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
It's hard to get out of it.
Nice comfy bed. And so here comes Tuesday. And Tuesday, I did my thing and I fucking overate and same thing. Nothing.
Always.
Right? And I was like, I'm not starting Wednesday this way. Fuck this shit. And then I emailed or texted, I think I emailed or texted the people from over there. I found them.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I sent them an Instagram message and I don't hear back. And I was like, well, I don't know what the protocol is. Do I just show up?
Yeah.
Like,
Just
I didn't
show
know.
up.
And so I was like, fuck it. I look at the time and it's like starts at 5:30.
Oh shit.
And it's like 20-minute Uber from my hotel.
Shit.
I was like, oh, fuck it. So I got up at 4:30 and it's fuck it. Let's go. I show up early. There's nobody there. And I'm like, I'm just by myself in this neighborhood. It's in this beautiful high school, dude. I got to show you a video. Gorgeous high school. Anyways, I get there and then shortly, like 5-10 minutes after, 2 cars show up and then somebody gets out and I ask them. It's like, and everybody was super fucking nice. There was a new guy that day.
Same as you. New guy?
Yeah, no, but like a new guy, right? Because I already have my name.
Yeah.
So that was my second class or my second, beat down or whatever they call him. But that guy was like a new guy. I got to see him get his name or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was great. Everybody was super, but they put us to work. Oh my God. Hey.
I told you, bro.
Props to you guys from the Oregon Territory because damn.
Put you to work, bro.
Yeah.
He called me. He's like, my legs hurt so bad.
Dude, respect.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But it was a great workout. It was a great workout, and it was so cool because it's in such a cool location.
Yeah.
So you go meet at the front of the entry of the high school by the flagpole. Everybody met. We did like some warm-up stuff. And then what do you call when you're running? I forget. There's a name for it.
Mosey lap?
Mosey. So we start moseying all the way around, all the way until we get back to the school where the football thing is.
Yeah.
And then you're going down the ramp or the stairs to get to the football field. And there's like these rails, and the rails are like in U shape like this. So each one goes under one of them, and then we're doing sets of 30.
Oh shit.
Yeah. By about 17, 18, I was like, oh my God. But I was like, all right, everybody was super cool. And then, we did a bunch of other stuff. They had a skip back and forth the whole football field.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how hard can that be? Man, that's like burning my legs.
Bro. Yeah.
And just a bunch of cardio. And we did this thing where you lay down. And we do this at jiu-jitsu. I think I was telling you about it. I don't know if I did. But we lay down. And then you raise your legs like this, so they're up. And then you can't use your hands or your feet, but you gotta scoot sideways. So basically, you're twisting your shoulders and your hips at the same time. It's just pure core.
Yeah, all core.
Across the short part of the
field.
It's hard.
Which I did not make it. I made it like almost to the half.
Yeah.
But
you probably would have done better than me, bro.
I stopped because I wasn't really like going sideways. What I was doing is I was picking up height and then just dropping, dude. Height and my back was.
It's hard to coordinate. I try to do it at our gym. It's hard.
I get up and I was like, okay, well, it's probably around time where they'll start cooling down. And he's like, mosey again. And so we start going, and we're going up and down the bleachers, dude. All of them.
Damn.
Dude,
your legs.
My knee.
Yeah.
I made it through 80% of that one because my knee started hurting. And I was like,
so you made us look bad, bro?
Well, I fucking tried.
Hell no, dog.
I still finished it. I just didn't finish it. And then
I'm glad you did it though, bro.
It was tons of fun. And So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah. So hey, back to you, senorita.
Let's finish our vision, right? So that way, so that was part of the vision. But the land we've been talking about like
years.
This is like, you always say like, make sure that, and this is also another thing that it will be for young couples or just for couples in general. Is like, you guys need to really understand each other's goal 100%. Like we talk about like this, having the land, like this is not just a pipe dream. We've been after this goal for 15 years. We talk about it on a regular basis. We've talked about how the house is gonna be, what is it gonna look like, who's like, what size do we want, what do we want to do with it. Like we've talked about this, and every move we've done over the last 10, 15 years has been for this. And we have other things, but that's one of our goals that like it's important, because I think we sometimes when we have rough days, it's like it helps us remember, okay, well, we have a goal that we both agree we want to accomplish. And there's sometimes that she has to tell me that, and sometimes I have to tell her that. It's like, hey, we have our goal. Our goal requires that we do this.
Yeah.
And it's like because we understand it so well, it's a way to remind each other, and we're not really fighting about it, because we're like, well, you're right. Since we agree on the goal, it's easy to just...
Yeah, I'm in the boat right there with him, paddling along. Like, it's going to be hard, but we're going to do it.
Hey, what are some things that drive you crazy about this guy?
Me, nothing.
Nothing. He's perfect. Okay.
Wait. I think I almost want to write this down.
No, you already know what this is.
Hold on, I just...
He cannot close a door or drawer to save his fucking life.
Fucking Mexican. Goddamn
And I tell him, if you die before me, you're just going to leave shit open. Because I'm like,
just to
dude,
piss her off, bro.
just close it. He'll come out here and like open up the toolboxes for stuff. And then
leave
I'll walk
shit
out
open.
and there's like 4 drawers half open. I'm like, dude. Or if we're in the bathroom getting ready, we have a large drawer in the front of our vanity. And I'll be trying to like stand there and get ready, and I'll close it because it was open for 10 minutes. And he'll be like, I was still doing something in there. And he always loses his measuring tape. We have so many. And I told him one time I was looking through one of those like little meme things, and it was all like the funny gravestones, and one of them was a giant Stanley measuring tape. And I was like, that's what I'm gonna do for you. Yeah. And instead, you'll see like loving father and husband, and then the quote will be, have you seen my measuring tape? All the time. When we're working on projects and we're going back and forth, like there will be all over the house.
Yeah.
Because he'll have it with him, and then I'll be the one, the gopher, having to like go get everything.
So another question for you, obviously. How do you feel about competition? Because you're in a field where there's competition left and right wherever you go.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And to me, I don't understand like how some people are like, oh, and I get it. I know that sometimes for me, just really quick, where it's like, well, you're competing against yourself, but realistically, in your field's a little different because you're really competing against everyone else on your field, right? There's a lot of players on the field. So when it comes to competition in that department for you, how do you feel about competition? Do you feel that you have to make a statement, or do you feel that I'm gonna just stay in my lane kind of vibe?
I mean, make a statement like how? Like, I don't feel like I need to like be on a billboard and be the most popular person.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
though.
no.
Do you have to make a statement in that department, or do you
feel like, that saying, there's a lid for every pot?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a customer out there. They could be for me or they could be for you.
Right.
I like to vibe with people that I work with. I don't want to. You've worked with me.
Absolutely.
You know how fun it is.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to like work. Like, I can't say I don't want to like work with certain people, but like, if it's not going to be a good experience for you because of the nature of our business relationship, I don't know if I would be the best fit, if that makes sense.
Right.
A home purchase is like one of the biggest purchases somebody will ever make. It can be very stressful.
9 times out of 10.
So imagine going through that process with somebody that you're like, oh, okay, we got to go meet this guy. Or if you were hella stressed, wouldn't you want to be like, oh, okay, she'll take care of us.
Right.
Like,
So
I like to have a good relationship
in the value
with somebody.
you're offering.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but don't you think that that is a way of competing? Like, the customer is going to choose between this value, this value, this value, and in order to them buy with you or go with you, however you want to put it, they have to want this value that you provide. So how do you make sure that you're having value by they're competing with the other value in the market? Like, how do you think of that process as you're providing that service to your, the potential person you want to find, your customer?
I try to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I try to be authentic in checking as many boxes as I can. So like, I don't want to fake it in a certain area because that's going to come off because I just can't like fake it.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. I would say I would try to check as many of their boxes as I genuinely can. And if I can't, then maybe they'll work with somebody else. I would like to be able to work with as many people as I can, but.
So how important is sales to you? Well, and what I mean by that is the number one thing that I'm coming across with coaching these young entrepreneurs, or some entrepreneurs, they've been in business longer than me, but I call them crazy because they do the same thing every year and there's no growth for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, well, if you've been doing this for 20 years and you're not growing, why the fuck are you doing that? You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you come across as different to your customers? Right? Like you as a realtor, right? I'm assuming just from the outside looking in, like you have to come with something different, something that's a little bit of a wow factor, right? Something that stands out, right? Something that's at a pinnacle where people want to reach out to you, right? Do you do anything different in that department?
I think, and I can say that this is genuinely what I like to do because I like to connect with people. So I think if you're coming to me as a client, as a 28-year-old father moving from San Jose, I would pick out as many things that I can identify that are like genuine things that I can connect with you and start building that rapport right away. Because, you want to be friendly with people. Like if you're going to be on the phone with me for 10 minutes, like we might as well have a good time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he always tells me and Justin's very much the same way. I always tell Justin, you've never met a stranger, because like we'll be in the store and somebody could be reaching for like that cereal and I'll be like, oh, that's a great cereal.
Yeah.
Or, we're in Target and I'm in the Cat and Jack section and there's a mom looking at stuff and I'll be like, hey, they have like a lifetime guarantee on their clothes. And, I'll explain the return policy. And he's just over there like, what are you, dude, you're talking to everybody. Because I think it's just natural. It's natural in my brain. It's like if you're having a conversation with somebody, you're listening to what they're saying, and then you're like, oh, I like that sports team too. Oh, I've eaten at that place too. Because it just kind of keeps it going. So I think, and it also makes my job more enjoyable too.
Yeah.
Like I'm working with this couple right now, and I'm like, secretly, I'm like, oh man, can we just like hang out when this transaction's over? Because they're so fun.
Yeah.
Like every time we go out, I don't feel like, oh, I have an appointment. I got to get to my 2 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see so-and-so, and it's enjoyable for me. So I want to make it enjoyable for you as much as it is for me.
Yeah.
So once you get past, obviously that is an important piece and important customer service piece and just enjoying the whole thing. But there's more to that, to the transaction. So what are the other like hard values that you say you offer that different from the competition? Is like, what is out? I'm the customer. What other than a super nice person that is personable and friendship, and it can even be a friendship. What is the other value that you say you could offer?
So I go to a lot of training. I'm constantly trying to like keep up with new things, and if a form gets updated or if there's a new type of loan or I'm constantly trying to just stay current with everything. I know there's some people that are like, well, I passed the test and I learned the thing and then this is what I do. I feel like you have to keep evolving.
Yeah. Got to.
Yeah. There's, if I know that you have kids or something, I'll point out if there's certain things coming up, certain events that your kid might like, or, I try to like
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is, like stay in contact. I don't want you to think that like once our transaction's over, our relationship is over. But also I think as far as when you build a rapport with somebody and you make them feel a little bit more like relaxed, it's easier for them to maybe come clean with you about something or be like, listen, I don't feel good about this, or this is really stressing me out, or hey, I think this is a little over what I'm comfortable paying. Because if you feel like, you have to kind of be like, oh, okay, like this is a big transaction and this is my first time and I don't want to seem stupid, as a buyer, because I know how intimidating it is to be a first-time buyer. And I know how weird it can be to tell a perfect stranger, I can't afford this, or can you look at my credit? Or, I mean, we get trusted with a lot of stuff. I mean, you have to give your financial records. There's people that have to give me their 401k statements and, all of that. That's sensitive stuff. So it's like, yes, I want the house, but am I comfortable sharing this stuff with you? So I think I like to start out with people by building a rapport, making them comfortable, and then really be real with you and not make it feel like some staunch transaction. Like, hey, you're approved for $800,000. What are you comfortable paying? Because I don't know. Maybe you want to save $5,000 a month for a donkey farm. Like if you only
100%.
want to spend a certain amount, like you tell me. And then I try to have good relationships with a lot of vendors.
And I'll try to,
I network like crazy. And that's another part of, being social.
I was just
because when you have good relationships with people and when you use a certain vendor all the time and you build a rapport with that vendor, like I have certain vendors that are always the people that I call on for stuff. Shout out Rob, Liberty Pest Services.
Let's go.
Rob told me today, like, hey, I had such a packed day. It was so busy, but because it was you, I squeezed you in.
Right on.
So I think that's a little value add too when you have
100%.
relationships with people. And it's not like you're getting the hookup, but you kind of are getting the hookup.
Yeah. So hey, I've had a lot of moments in my career where I'm like, fuck yeah, right? How long have you been doing this for?
I just renewed my license 2 weeks ago, so I just passed 4 years on my first renewal.
Have you had a point in your career thus far where you're like, fuck yeah, baby, right? I've had many of them, but there's a few that I can tell you right now, stand by, like, where I'm like, motherfucker, let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have one that stands out a little bit?
A couple months ago, I had 3 closings in 1 month.
Let's fucking go.
And I was like,
let's go.
Yeah.
RV coming soon, RV. RV
I
coming
keep
soon.
trying to talk him into it. We need a road trip. Yeah.
Because Mama Bear's going shopping next month, bro. And she's going to be sending you pictures. I'm just saying,
we
RV
need matching
shopping.
best friend ones.
So you got the Bronco pulling in the back. I'm just saying, big dog, you next. You got to do it, bro. But that's awesome. 3 in 1 month?
Yeah.
Let's fucking...
How many this month?
And then not this calendar month, but in this 30-day cycle, I have 2 closings.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm so
and
proud
I'm proud of that. And you know
Hell
why?
yeah.
That goes back to
to
our goals and our things, because if you know me, I don't like being on camera.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm private. I don't ever want to feel like I'm bragging because I'm not. But if I'm trying to be excited about something,
I'm going to say it right now. Fuck them. All right? Fuck what they think.
Yeah.
Right? It's okay to be proud. It's okay, It's okay to be confident. It's okay to be happy, because where we come from, we started all the way down here, bro. Right? We're not showing off. We're just confident. We're saying, if I can do it, you can do it, bro.
And that feeling comes from those times. And in order for us to break free of that shit, we got to be proud of what the fuck we'd accomplished, because that's how we got here. 100%.
You busted your ass for this shit, bro.
If whoever is out there looking at your life doesn't like it, they can fuck off.
But if I can tell you one thing, if I'm a realtor, if Danny was in Erin's position, I'm doing whatever I can possible every day for the people to know who I am. Right? I'm making videos. I'm taking pictures. I'm at the coffee stops. I'm at the restaurants. I'm doing whatever I can possible, because I want everyone to know who I am, what I do, how I do it, and I'm the only person you should be calling. I want to be the only person on the field playing. You dig what I'm saying? That's Danny, right? I'm not a realtor. I don't want to be a realtor, but if I was a realtor, that's exactly what I'd be doing, right? So don't be afraid of that. Pull the trigger, right? Get uncomfortable, pull off the curtain, fuck what they think.
I've been getting better.
Yeah, you are.
I've been making videos.
And
I've
we're
been
here
posting
right
social
now.
media. I know. You're
I
welcome.
keep telling her, I'll bet it all.
Yeah.
All on you.
It just,
100%.
I don't know. It just feels weird to me. It feels weird to me, but I'm trying.
You're doing great. You're doing great, dude.
Thank
You're doing great, man. As a brother, I'm proud of you, man. And you just getting started. It's only been 4 years. There's people who've been doing it for 20 years, barely reaching or scratching the surface of where you're at right now.
A lot of people don't ever renew their license or.
There's a lot of realtors. I was looking up the stats a while back. There's a lot of realtors that don't finish their first year. They get their license. They think it's going to be all selling sunset, and they don't sell anything their first year. And then they just sit there and they let it lapse because it's about $2,500 a year, give or take.
But just
to keep
remember,
a license.
What got you here is going to get you to the next part.
Man, where'd you hear that from, bro?
Some asshole.
Some
that I
big
met.
Must
headed
have heard
dude.
that from somebody, bro.
Some guy that his head's so big. If I say his name and it might explode.
Ain't it true though?
Yeah.
Ain't it so
100%.
true? I heard the same thing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man. As soon as I heard that quote, I'm like, fuck, that makes so much sense, right? At the end of the day, Erin, right? The truth is, what got us to this level is not going to get us to the next one. So we have to become the person. We have to make the changes.
You got to be the guy.
We have to do whatever it is we have to change to get to that next level, right? And
100%.
you're kicking ass in that department for sure.
you.
You got to keep moving the goalpole or you know, you
Move the change, baby. Like they say in football, keep moving the change. So if you had a young mom coming to you and be like, man, you know, I'm about to have a baby, right? And I don't like doing what I'm doing now. I want to be a realtor. Would you speak the life into her? Or would you also speak life and the reality of being a realtor to her?
Both.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
I think if you know me, you know I'm a cheerleader. I have a
100%.
lot of friends that
Yes,
have wanted to
ma'am.
start businesses or
we gotta be real.
go on a trip or cut their hair or, you know, whatever it is. And I'm excited for you if that's going to, you know, be the thing. Because I have had a few friends be like, hey, I was thinking about, you know, getting my license. And then I'll be like, okay, well, if I know if I know you don't want to be on the phone, if I know you're not really a people person, or, you know, you forget a lot of things, or, you know, like you only want to work on Wednesdays from 2 to 5, then this is not for you.
Amen.
But
Speak on that, girl.
like I tell Justin all the time, like, bro, get your license when you're 18. This boy can sell a ketchup popsicle. Like he can sell anything.
But that's so good though. I'm gonna steal that one.
You've never heard that?
No.
You can sell a ketchup
You can
popsicle to a woman in white
You
gloves.
just made me throw up right now. But that's so good.
I didn't finish the quote. I didn't finish
so
the quote.
good, dude.
Yeah, and you can sell ice to an Eskimo, or you can sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman
That's
in white
crazy.
gloves.
That's
because
crazy.
he's got the riz, as the kids say.
Yeah.
He's got charisma.
Yeah.
But it's also hard. There's people that don't understand how hard it is.
Yes.
Like it's, you know,
It's
I make
not
that
easy.
joke. It's not always selling sunset, because I think if you're in the business, if you see a portrayal of what you do on TV and you're like, yeah, no, that's made for TV. That's not how it is.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
Okay. You got this middle-aged family from New York, right? 40, 45
Mr. Scenario
years old.
over here.
Right? No, I'm serious. I got to hear it from you, though.
Okay.
Hey, I got your number, right? We want to buy a house in Brentwood. Tell me, Erin, why should I pick Brentwood and not Pittsburgh, right? Why? I want to move to Cali, but I keep hearing these things about Brentwood, but I see the prices in X place, right? Not just Pittsburgh, but whatever. But I'm coming to you because I really want to purchase a house out there, but I'm not sure.
And they have a family?
And they have a family. They're young,
Okay.
right? They're leaving a you know, 6-figure job to come over here to Cali, right? They want the weather, right? They don't want the big city. They want the small town, right? Brentwood's where it's at. Why should I move to Brentwood?
I'll tell you why I moved to
Yeah.
Brentwood.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about all the things that I love about it. I would find out, are you commuting?
Mhm.
Are you working from home? What kind of food do you like? Do you have any pets? Great. We got a great dog park down the street. Oh, your son's into football? Check out Liberty High. Like, I've had so many people that I've talked to about different things and like different programs that our kids do, or, opportunities, being able, it's like when you watch the little Andy Griffith or whatever, and you see the kids on their bicycles going down
Mayberry.
to the fishing hole. I literally see that every weekend in the summer. I see kids with fishing poles hanging out of their backpacks. Or when my son wants to go and ride around on a golf cart with his friends and fish in the little creek. Like, I'd rather have him at 14 doing that than out slinging on a corner because we're in a big city,
That's right.
Sold, girl. Sold. I want
Why?
to raise my
Never
kids in
leaving.
Brentwood, baby.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love Brentwood.
Bro, Brentwood is a place where I know honestly, bro, I know 1,000% I don't think I'm ever leaving this place, bro.
No, me neither.
No.
I love
We talk
going
about
down
that.
to our little Saturday market.
Yeah.
And it's like you have, we always have our little routine that we do.
Yeah.
We go see the mini donut guy.
Oh my
We get those little donuts
That
and we
little
walk
bucket.
around. I visit the lady right in front of the Brentwood Press that always has the flowers.
Yeah.
It's like $12 for a little. I get my little bunch of flowers, and then I come home for the market with my little donuts and my little market bag and put my flowers together.
The
and
tamale lady.
yeah, the tamale lady.
The tamale lady.
Oh, the Brentwood corn people. I'm like a crackhead when the Brentwood corn people are out there. I walk through, I look for them because we do the roasted corn salad. They got some good corn.
Baby Jesus.
Can't beat the
Baby
Brentwood
Jesus.
corn.
No, Brentwood's amazing.
Can't go wrong with Brentwood, baby.
So now
Can't go wrong with Brentwood.
to change it up a little bit. So obviously, a big part of who you are is being a mom, and you're a fucking amazing mom.
Thank you.
Like our kids don't realize it now, but they will at some point. How great, and they know they're super grateful. Actually, so I was trying to prepare for this podcast, and so I asked them a few questions. As a matter of fact, I think I have it here. And so I asked them, and they both basically said similar things, right? So I was asking them, I was like, why is your mom so great?
Oh, you asked the kids questions?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Let me see if let me pull this up real quick, Jason. Sorry, I should have been prepared for this.
Yeah.
But here, I'll just tell you from memory. And so I asked. So Jason is like, because she's amazing.
Aww.
She's like, she does everything. She goes out of her way to do everything. She goes to my school things. Like he notices. She's like, she volunteers for everything. But the one thing, and Justin said something similar, but they both said she's very kind to everybody.
Aw.
They both said that. So they're putting attention, but I think as they get older, they're gonna realize even more how great of a mom you are. But
Don't
So-
start crying again, bro.
no. So what's
Now he's gonna make me cry.
what's been the most rewarding thing about being a mom?
Ooh.
Fuck.
There's 1,000.
It's the
things.
it's the best and the worst thing at the same time. Watching them grow up. Yeah. Shit. I get like kicked in the ovaries all the time by Facebook. I'll just be like looking at something and it'll be like 10 years ago.
Kicked in the
And
ovaries.
it's like, well, when you see
I
the
know,
little
I know.
throwback picture of like your kids and you're like, oh shit, that was
Yeah.
just yesterday. Like, how do I have a high schooler?
It seems like he
I
went
blinked.
from elementary to high school like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's a cliche, and if you don't have kids or you just have kids, dude, enjoy your kids. Like us saying that time flies, you're never gonna be able to comprehend until you live
Until
it.
you live it. Yeah.
This is like a thing I'm asking. If you're listening, just blindly listen to us and enjoy your kids.
Mm-hmm. And listen, I was tripping on that too because with Bella leaving, don't even make me cry about that. she's not even my kid, and I'm all sad that she's gone right now at college. But it hit me that week, and when we were at her signing party and everything, just like, oh shit, why am I tearing up?
Because Justin's around the corner, bro.
Exactly. No, that's, I was like, just watching you guys be so proud of her and like seeing, because she was in diapers when we met her. She was so little. And then she's this woman going off to college. And it was like that. And then I was like, I've got 48 months until Justin.
Don't put it that
when
way.
you say it like that, damn, bro.
I know. And then on one hand, I'm like, I gotta hustle more. We gotta pay for school, you know, like, because I want to give him the biggest leg up. That's part of wanting to have the big land is, you know, I told him we'll put a little ADU there for you. You don't have to have expenses. Have your little bridge. You know, you come on here, let mama brush your hair. You know, like, but where was I going with
They the
this?
devil, goddammit.
No, but yeah, it just freaks me out because I only have like a few more years with him. And he was just my little best friend. We did everything together.
But see, lately she's been,
I remember,
she's
man.
been kind of in some, you know, she's been, you know, similar to Michelle, right? Like kind of like, oh man.
Yeah.
And it's great and it's true. I feel that way a lot of ways too. But I was telling her, I'm also excited about the next level of experiences we're going to be able to have with him now. Because now we're going to be able to do things as an adult. You know, like might be cool to go to a cool concert or
Well,
like.
for boys and girls, it's so different.
I know it's different, but still, like.
But think about the first
it's the
time you were
ne-
able to sit down
A
and have
boy
a
is
cigar
a
with
boy
Debo, you know?
until he gets a wife.
Listen,
Right.
girls are
A
the
girl
devil.
is a girl is a daughter for life.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying that that's what's gonna happen, but
No,
I heard that
100%.
saying it's like boys and girls.
100%. I mean, look at me. I fucking left home when I was 16.
Yeah, because
You
the
know what I'm
boys
saying?
leave and they go
100%.
start their own
Yeah.
families.
But even then,
because you taught them so well. You taught them the responsibility and the love, the care, the
there's
patience.
there's a quote. Oh shit,
And
I'm gonna cry
as a-
again. Listen,
As a young man, he carries that in his heart.
yeah.
there's a quote that says I'm gonna get this wrong, but it's like the hardest thing about motherhood is you are raising the one person you can't live with to be able to live without you.
Say that again.
No, I can't. I'm gonna cry. No, but it's so true.
bro.
It's so true.
Because they also, what's the other one they said where kids are kids, right? They're kids for a short amount of time, but they're adults the rest of their
That's
lives.
what I tell them all
Yeah.
the time.
Right,
I
like-
tell them like this because I'm a visual
'Cause-
person. I'm like, this is the time I get you, and then there's all of this.
Well, and that's why, like, I think that's one of our philosophies. Like, sometimes we are more flexible than sometimes our old school way of thinking wants to, like the way we grew up. But I want them to enjoy it. Like, I don't need them to be as mature as I had to be when I was their age. And that's sometimes a trap because you, in some ways, you're like, why are you not getting there? When I was your age, you know, I was doing this.
different.
But I actually do not want them to be at that level. I want them to be 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't need them to be in a hurry. Justin, for at least 2, if not 3 years, they asked us, like, hey, he can move up a grade.
No, keep him down. Let him enjoy it.
I don't, he's going to have a whole lifetime to be an adult. I have plenty, I honestly, I don't know what our kids are going to be, but I don't worry. I know my kids are going to be fine. I'm focusing on making sure I'm raising a good human.
100%.
Everything's gonna fall into
Everything
place.
else, who they marry, what they do for a living, where they live. If they live far, I'm gonna miss them, but they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Right. So,
They
but
ain't gonna live far.
yeah, Mama has anything to do with it. But hey, so
Mama's like, hell no.
let me ask you this. So, was one lesson you hope Jason and Justin will carry with them forever? One lesson that you've given them, and let me just add something to that. So I asked them. And Jason, hilarious, he says, the one lesson, his favorite lesson he's learned from you so far is
Oh, geez.
how to make mac and cheese from scratch
Okay.
because it tastes way better that way.
It's a solid answer.
But she also said and Justin said, he's like, I just learned that she always has my back.
Aww.
So anyways,
Yeah.
what is one lesson you?
Yeah, that I always have their back. I always tell, even if you fucked up, even if you're wrong, I'm your first phone call. We'll deal with it later, but I am your first phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And I have lots of conversations like that with Justin because now he's in high school and he's a good boy. But I don't want him to ever be in a situation where he thinks like,
Where
oh
he
shit,
can't, like, he
I'm going to
can't
get in trouble.
come to you.
Yeah.
Whatever the situation.
Because I always had a very open relationship with my mom.
Yeah.
Like I knew, and there was even times where like there was friends of mine that were, in a pickle or something like that. And like I was comfortable enough to be like, Mom, this is what happened. Like there's a problem.
What's going on.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things from knowing you and your mom for so long and just you talking to me about your mom and stuff. Like all our parents, everybody's flawed just like we are, right? So your mom could have many flaws, but that is one of the things that she's always been really great with you. I don't know if it was, I think that was, I also saw it with Matt. I'm not sure with Cher.
My mom was always very just open with all of us.
Like that's always been something great she's done that I think you're carrying over to the kids that is a great.
Have you ever had any mantras? Right, like I've had a few in my lifetime. One is like no matter what you're going through, focus on the sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is think positive and positive things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 5 years, the third one that I've really trying to really grab onto is whatever angers you controls you.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Right.
That's a good one.
Have you ever? Do you have one that you live by that you follow or you repeat to yourself all the time?
It's just temporary. Everything is just a moment in time.
This too shall pass.
Exactly. Well, but if you think of this is just a moment, right? So, like, I've had 8 surgeries. I've had some where I've had a seizure and passed out because my body just shut down from the pain. But if you're sitting there, you've had surgery, you've blown out knees and, done all kinds of stuff. If you're in like the worst pain, childbirth, 10-pound baby with no drugs, like if you're thinking of how much it hurts versus this is just a second, it's just going to pass, it makes it that much easier to get through if you just try to stay positive.
If you realize that.
But so, the pain of delivering a 10-pound baby was crazy, but it's just a second, it's going to pass. And then you pull that baby up and you look in his eyes for the first time. It's just a second. Like you have just that second. When I'm kissing him, like, this is just a second. This is the one time that I get this second.
Yeah.
So then I think it helps you appreciate.
Better brush your teeth, bro.
I think it helps you appreciate like the big things. You can, and it goes back to being present for things. You can really be present for those things.
100%. If you were to pass today, what are the few things you would want your kids to remember about you?
Well, I think obviously that I was a good mom, that I always tried and did the best for them, and that I was a good person.
Love it.
Yeah, and that was funny.
No, it's so true though, man. It's so true.
Do you think, or how? Not do you think, but how has your outlook in life changed? I know how mine have since your emergency where you almost died.
I think that really highlighted the whole "it's just a moment" thing, because that was something that just came like so out of the blue. Like I went to bed, I was fine, and then I woke up freaking dying. Like it was crazy, and I think at that time it was so like hard to wrap your mind around. Like, no, this can't be happening. Like crazy. I'm fine, I'm healthy. There's nothing wrong with me, and so much so, going back to me being good in an emergency, something in the back of my brain was like, you have never, had this pain before. This is not right. But then my calm in an emergency, mellow, don't ruffle any feathers, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Part of me with exploding intestines, dying from the inside, got up and took some Pepto and got a heating pad and got back in bed and was balled up. And I was like, it's going to pass. It's fine. And then that turned into, I had him drop me off at Kaiser because I was like, you're not going in with me. Jason was 7 months old. Justin was 4. It was 4:30 in the morning. And I was so stubborn because I was like, I am fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Like, I'm healthy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Like, you know, I exercise. I'm a vegetarian. Like, I'm fine. I was in such denial. And then it was like, they're, you know, putting an NG tube in me and they're calling a surgeon and, you know, all these scans and, you know, I'm backed up and basically rotting on the inside. And they're like, you're going to go septic. And, you know, and he came into the emergency room and I remember they were tubing my nose and the nurse like gouged the inside of my nose. And you know, when you get a nosebleed, that tissue in there is like really, I mean, it did hurt. For him, it looked way worse.
I came in and blew up on the.
I was gushing.
Because they were like stabbing her in the nose and she was just gushing.
But as this is happening, I right here just felt constant stabbing where I couldn't even catch a breath or move. Yeah. I mean, it was
you
like.
You were so focused on this.
It was the worst pain. But ask him, I was sitting there and I was calm and just like trying to breathe. And like, I'm literally like vomiting into this tube and I like, it's like I can't breathe. But then inside I was like, everything's fine.
She was trying just to make sure that I was calm. Yeah. But it was crazy because like, you know, she's like, she didn't want the kids in there. So she's like, just go home and then I'll call you.
He wouldn't call me an Uber. So I made him drop me off out front. And then he went home.
So then I knew, so I started heading over towards Alex. So we were in San Jose out of
Makati and Cottle.
Makati, yeah, by Santa Teresa Hospital. And I had to go all the way to Cupertino to Markham.
Oh, shit.
I call Alex and she's like, I need help. And so I'm driving and shortly after we find out she's gonna go in emergency surgery, I was like, I gotta drop the kids. We didn't have anybody. My mom was not here. My brother, I didn't have nobody. And so I don't even get out of the car. Alex is meeting me and Regina are meeting me. I hand them the kids and I just fucking speed out back. Dude, I'm fucking just as fast as I can go.
You got in an accident in the parking lot.
So I go and like, when you go into Kaiser and you make that left and where the emergency services are, there's 3 lanes. And this lane is the turn-only lane that goes into the emergency. These 2 go forward.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, and I was in the middle one. And there's a stop sign. There's a car here. There's a pickup truck coming, but there's a lot of gap. So I did cut him off, but it's not like I didn't like get in front of where it was dangerous. Yeah. I just got in front of him without putting my blinker. That's all I did. And he's fucking flipping me off. He's like an old fucking Mexican dude on like an old like 1980s old metal like Ford. You know what I mean? And I see him and he's close to my back, right? And he's flipping me off. And then I see him back up. And she just ran like I'm on the dead stop. I'm on the stops. Yes, he's just boom, dude. The Xterra just rumps the car, and I get out the car, dude. I have never, with the exception of maybe I'd say the back. This will be the second time. The last time this happened to me, I was a kid. I've never gotten so angry that the whole world looked red to me. But it's like you just put the red filter on. It was just red. Like a movie, like when it's just, and I got out, dude, and I fucking grabbed him because he got out and we met and I grabbed him by the neck and I was ready to beat the shit out of this dude. You have never seen me in that.
Yeah,
like a person that lives inside me that I always keep really came out. And right when I was gonna hit him, I had him against the hood. I looked up, and there was 2 old ladies, dude. One of them was old as shit, and the other one was older.
In the car?
In the car. It was just the pickup truck. So it was like, dude, like the oldest Mexican, like with a little thing. You know what I mean?
They had Vicks. They were holding the Vicks and the Canela.
The Vaporub.
at the same time.
Dude, one of them had oxygen.
Oh shit, bro.
And so like, it's crazy. It was like, you know, like in a war movie or whatever, like when there's an explosion and things look foggy and there's like a buzzing sound.
Yeah.
That's what was happening to me. And then all of a sudden it went like, that noise went away and I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. I'm
Like,
about to kick this guy's ass.
my wife is in there, could be dying.
Yeah, and I'm over here dealing with this guy.
Dude, and I drove away. I didn't get his insurance information, nothing. I just drove away. Got in my car, I drove, and then I just ran into the room. And then I come in, and they're stabbing her in the nose, and she's bleeding, and I just fucking lost it again. Not to that level, but...
No, I know, bro.
It was...
But that was a trip,
That was a scary
though.
time.
They, I was even in denial. I was like, no, I can't be having surgery. And I remember they put the film up there, or the thing on the screen of my insides. And I was just, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but I saw that and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then I had only ever had wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm
Till
like,
then?
yeah. And that was IV sedation for like an hour. And I was high as shit when he picked me up. But that was the most...
You were like, West Coast, big dog.
No, seriously, that was like the most ever anything that I had ever like had. And so I was so like freaking out. And then they like bring you down to the pre-op room and they had me in a gown and they're like, okay, you have like 5 minutes. The doctor's like scrubbing in and he's sitting there and we're in this tiny little, it's like the size of a prison cell with the little curtains. It's the little pre-op like holding area. And I was shaking so bad. I could not hold still. And I was like, I remember I was still calm, but I was like, when I was telling the nurse and I said, I'm starting to freak out. I need you to give me something. Like, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
Because all I was thinking is, I've never been put down before for like a surgery. They had to intubate me. I was out, 6 hours, something like that. I was so scared that I was going to die. And I didn't see my kids one last time because they didn't know what was going on. I was in so much pain, I couldn't even talk. He like got me in the car. I don't remember anything. I remember getting out at the curb at Kaiser and just like walking in. But I was laying there on that little bed right before they took me. And I was like telling him, I need you to call Justin. Call Justin. I need to hear Justin's voice. And he called Regina and Regina put him on the phone. You know, and he's 4. He doesn't know what's going on. You know, Jason's 7 months. I couldn't talk to him. But I just had to tell him that I loved him. And I didn't want to put that in my mind. But it's like... You know, within like a 12-hour period, you go from like sitting on the couch watching the Late Show to like, you're dying, we're about to cut you open. Like, I don't know. It was just super crazy. And then it's like what you see on like Grey's Anatomy or something. Like I was on the gurney, like looking up and all the lights are as they're like wheeling you down the hall. And I remember like turning into the operating theater and just looking around. It was bigger than this studio and there was just so much equipment and there were so many people. And I was like, oh my God.
Half mask and shit. Oh,
and then they strap you down on the things before you're even out. So I'm strapped down to this thing and I remember the nurse, it was this tiny little lady and she was standing above me and she had her hands on my shoulders and she was just rubbing me like this. And she's like, just breathe, you're going to be okay. And I remember just looking up at like the bottom of her mask and counting the folds in her mask. And then they're like, okay, you're going to feel something cold in your arm. And I remember feeling the cold go in my arm and just counting the folds of her mask. Like, yeah. And then like waking up and being like,
that's intense.
Okay.
That is intense.
It was rough, dude. It was crazy because like I had to really think about like I might just be a single dad. Like I had a lot to think about during those 6 hours.
I bet, bro.
I was like, you know, I text my mom and my brothers, and I was like, this is what's going on. Right. I do not have the patience. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Like I need all my focus right here. And some of the family members, including her mom and her dad, were frustrated because I'm like, I have one fucking priority. Giving you an update is not one. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to make sure. Plus, also, I was just, to be honest, I was kind of freaking the fuck out.
I bet.
Like, I was like, everything was going through my mind. I remember, like, finally, she came out of the surgery. Everything was okay.
You're like, I didn't sign up for this shit, girl.
Yeah. So the surgery went okay. She's awake. I got to go to, at some point at night, I got to go home and pick up my kids. And so we said goodbye, and that was rough. Not as rough as saying goodbye when she went in for surgery. That was the fucking hardest thing I've had to do. And then I go pick up the kids. We go home, and then I don't want the kids to be stressed out. So I'm like, smile. I'm playing with them, take them to the park. You know, I do. And mainly Justin, because Jason was a baby.
Yeah.
But also I'm like, you know, like, obviously I've always been a helpful dad, right? Like, I've never been like one that doesn't take care of my baby, but I was like, oh shit, it's really just you and me now, dude. Like, I was this fucking tiny little fucking thing. Because Jason was little compared to Justin. I was used to fucking Justin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy fuck. It's just me.
Damn.
And then I put him to bed, and I fell asleep sitting on the couch, just like this. I fucking woke up to a knock on the door. It was her cousin, so pissed off because they've been texting me wondering if Erin's alive, and I didn't answer any. I had like fucking texts and missed calls.
Yeah.
My phone was off.
Yeah.
Because I called Tony, my boss, and I was like, hey, this is happening. I'm going to need some time. I don't have time to update nobody. I'm going to fucking drop out of the fucking earth.
Yeah.
I'll call you when I'm out of this whole shit. And props to him. He was like, whatever it takes. We got your back. And I mean, I was fucking out of like everything for like a month because I wanted to make sure she was good. I was fully focused, but that was crazy moment. I think that was definitely a defining moment in our story together. Like, it was.
Yeah, bro.
I remember when I came home from the hospital, and because I was in there for 8 days, it was rough. You know, and I had this huge vertical cut, and then all these ones down the side from the little tools that they put in, and I think actually coming home and being in my house, I didn't step outside for 8 days. I was on that recycled like hospital air.
Damn.
And I remember like them taking me out to the car, and I was like looking up at the sun and just feeling like
Burning
the sun
your
on your
eyes.
face. And I was like, South San Jose. Mom, the ghetto. No, but
I smell the tacos.
I know.
That wasn't that bad. Where we
No,
lived.
no,
That was
we were in a
actually
good
fun.
area. But we came home, and it was like everything was quiet. And I remember we stood there in the kitchen and slow danced, and we both cried.
Those.
Yeah.
Made it through though, baby.
Yeah.
Made it through, and look at you now. Look at you now.
That's why, like, you know, when we say
We didn't know there would be 7 subsequent surgeries that he would have to nurse me through
Oh, shit.
after. So let me give this man his flowers because he lost the receipt and there is no lemon law.
Can't turn that shit back in. Damn.
the manufacturer went out of business.
It's mostly OEM parts.
We've been through quite a few.
We've been through it.
It's crazy because
But I've never lost my sense of humor in any surgery that I've ever had.
Nice.
I've been hilarious.
I think that's what's gotten us through. I think humor is one of the ways you and I are so good at coping.
I think everybody should
Yeah.
adopt that.
Yeah,
shit,
I mean,
bro.
that's if you
know?
can't laugh about. We tell that to Justin, dude. What's the number one rule that we tell the kids about finding a partner?
Find somebody that can make you laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, do not bring me somebody that can't fucking laugh at a joke and can't laugh at themselves. Like,
Yeah.
it can be stupid, and they gotta be funny. If they don't got those things, I don't care if they're fucking ugly. I don't care if they have fucking 7 toes. They just can't be stupid,
7
and they
toes.
gotta be funny.
Better watch out. He might bring one over here with 14
It can be
toes,
2
bro.
fucking heads. I don't care. But you know, I think those things are important because it gets you through.
It keeps it light. You just got to laugh your way through it.
But you know, it's like we say it all the time. Like, you know, we grew up together. We kind of raised each other. And really, I mean, those fucking moments. Like, how old were we then? Like, I was like 23.
No, when I had surgery,
I was older, huh?
I was 31.
Yeah, 31. So I was what? I was
26?
26.
You were 19, motherfucker.
26.
You mind your business.
For all you that are just hearing our ages, you're like, what the fuck? He's younger? I know
He
I
was
look older.
18.
He was just out of high school.
He was
Everybody's
all
doing
above
math.
board.
Cougar.
Everybody always assumes she's younger than me.
Because I'm silly. I'm silly and he's
You are
serious.
silly.
That's awesome, bro. Good fucking story, bro. If you had one magical power in this world, what would it be and why?
Ooh, just one?
Oh,
Just
Jason answered that one.
One
I wanna see
magical
what-
power.
Oh. I don't know if I can pick just one.
Just one,
Just
bro.
one.
Okay. I think
I could pick 100, but there's always
I
one that
know.
sticks out to me.
Okay, how about this? I will pick the one that is most applicable to this point in my life
Okay.
that I'm currently in. It would be to stop time. I would want to freeze time or slow it down.
Jason said, pastime.
Pastime?
Pause
No,
time.
Pause time. Oh, no shit.
And Justin said, mind control so she can sell more houses.
You buy me F1, goddammit.
You want to buy a house with me?
But dude, Jason was dead on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wish I could pause time just for a minute. Sometimes I feel, especially with the kids and them going so fast, or with our busy schedule, like you have a busy, crazy
Yeah.
schedule too.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where I'm like, shit, I need like a 36-hour day because I didn't get it in.
God damn, bro. Let me tell you.
What about if we ask this one of everybody? So you can be any animal. What animal will you be and why?
I've always loved elephants.
You used to have them everywhere.
I used to have them everywhere. I was that lady. I had them elephant statues everywhere.
They're beautiful animals, man.
They are. They're graceful. They're incredibly intelligent. But what I love about them is they're very matriarchal. So if you've ever seen when a mother elephant gives birth, all of the other ladies in the herd gather around
out.
her. They trumpet. They're very protective over that baby. I like the relationships that they have.
They're a village.
And they're mothers. And I think I just identify with that.
No matter if it's a female or a woman could lead the herd, right? It doesn't matter. It can be a queen or a king, right? There's no like hatred towards it. There's none of that. That's one thing I just learned the other day, right?
Yeah, they're an amazing animal.
Yeah, dude.
It's that they're the reason why we don't go to zoos very often.
No.
That's because you hate to see them.
Yeah, dude. We went to.
We haven't been to a zoo. I don't know if Jason's ever been to a zoo, to
since
be
the
honest.
Portland. So we went to the Portland Zoo, and we used to love going to the zoos, and there's a place for zoos, but I don't know. It's so sad to see them in that stage. And I remember being in the Portland Zoo, and there was those elephants, and there's a area where you can see them behind the glass.
No, it was like like the big
that's
bars.
Right. That's right. And
It's
we
like their
were
little
so
viewing area.
close. And when you can see somebody just really directly in the eyes, if you really, really put attention, you can see inside of there. And it's like, it was so sad.
You could see the sadness.
You can just feel it. If you let yourself just really see those animals, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And it's been rough going. Like,
Yeah.
it was a weird one. We got out of there. We left.
I feel the same way about shamus, bro.
Yeah.
Killer whales.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Oof. You know, because they're so big. How many miles do they travel every day?
I mean,
Well,
they
that's-
can
that's
go
also-
across.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
And
one of the
they're
reasons why we
locked
don't
in
have-
30 feet.
We
you
don't
know?
have
Same thing with
lizards or
elephants.
birds. Jason's been wanting a bird forever. And I'm like, no, because I don't want something that we're going to have to keep in a cage.
Yeah, I can't do
that just seems messed up. And we have dogs, but our dogs are practically my kids.
But that's different. A dog, like you put him in the wild, is gonna die,
Yeah.
right? Like that's not his nature.
Especially Freya.
Yeah, especially our fucking dogs. But like a thing that is meant to be wild like that, that's rough to keep him.
Yeah, bro. I'm not good with birds in cages, bro. I used to
Sad.
piss my mom off because she would buy fucking like 20 lovebirds.
You just
She
let
had
them
a
open.
big cage, and I'd stay home by myself one day, right? And I opened the front door, and I just kept shooing them to the front door, bro. She came home. There was only 2 inside there. What happened, man? I don't know what happened. Got the worst beating of my life, bro. But I was like, that set those bad boys free, dog.
It was sad.
They got eaten.
Something happened. You know what I mean? I just can't do it. I can't do birds, bro. Can't do birds in cages.
Or socks with thongs. Socks with thongs. Every time you see me with socks and chanclas.
Oh, I don't know. That shit just bothers the shit out of me, bro.
We asked this question of everybody as well, but I think I'm gonna change it a little different.
Uh-oh.
What's the best piece of advice I've ever given you?
That you've ever given me?
A little.
She's like, shit.
She's like, fuck.
What's that one show where Homer says, shit?
You notice how I didn't start with the worst because she has a list.
No. I don't think you've ever given me bad advice.
Smile be lying. She's smiling. There you go, bro.
Believe in yourself. You're my biggest cheerleader, and I appreciate that about you. You're always blowing my skirt up.
And what's the best piece of advice other than me that anybody's ever given you?
Ooh, just to be myself.
That's great advice.
Yeah. But sometimes that's hard because I know I'm not for everybody.
Don't matter.
But, you know.
Don't matter, bro. You know?
You don't have to be for everybody.
You know, the one thing that I learned is I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I think I learned that a long time ago, and that's one thing that people that are my age now are barely figuring out. Like, bro, I can't control what you think about me. It's not my job to control what you think about me. If I make you insecure because of my confidence, that's your problem, not my problem, right? My goal is to win for my people, my family, you know? And that's one thing that I try to really implement to the kids, my kids, is, dude, you can't go around thinking about what people think about you. You just can't, because it's gonna pigeonhole you. It's gonna
It'll
lock
eat you up if you just focus on it.
Right, bro.
It's because, like, you know, and you also, like, you have to be your true self, and by that you can't be comparing yourself to others.
No,
like,
that's a thief of joy.
whatever your values are and your goals are and when you want to be, that's you. And like, I can be my unique self. I can have my own abilities, my own flavor, my own way of doing things. She has her own. And, you know, more and more, the more I grow up, the more it kind of really resonates with me. It's like, you want to flex something, like, yeah, it's easy to flex money. It's easy to flex cars. Like, I want my flex to be that I'm 100% myself. I'm my unique self. That's a flex. And in order to do that, you got to not give a shit. And it's hard sometimes. You know, sometimes I wish I give less of a shit. And I'm working towards that. That's
You're doing good though, bro.
But that's where the flex is, really. Right?
But it is freeing. And I think once you start, like, getting comfortable with not giving a shit what people think and just being like, whatever, you know, you don't like it, don't look. The last time we were in Chacala, remember, I was like, you know what? I'm on vacation with my kids. I want to have a good time. When have I ever left the beach and a year later been like, I don't know why that lady was wearing that blue bathing suit. She shouldn't have been wearing that.
Exactly.
And it's so funny because I'm such a cheerleader for other people. Like, if you like that, then fucking wear it.
And fucking wear it.
But then, and he always tells me, why don't you take your own advice? And I'm like, I know, huh? So we were at the beach and like,
practice
it was
what you preach,
right. It was a beautiful day. We had the whole family there, like his brothers, their wives, all the cousins, you know, grandma was there. The kids were like wakeboarding or, you know, doing that little thing with the board. And like the sun was setting. And I was like, dude, I'm going to drink my little margarita and walk around in my bikini. And I had the best time because I gave zero fucks. It was so nice.
As it should be.
Yep.
As it should be.
And as I've gotten older,
But, hey, that
I
doesn't
think
mean
there's
you
other
can show up
things.
in your fucking Speedos.
hey,
bro,
Yeah,
okay?
there's no Speedos.
No,
You
no.
still gotta wear shorts or the
Daisy
fucking...
dudes with red boots,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
All right, I'm coming hot, dog. God damn it! Don't threaten me with a good time.
That's how you
Shit.
should go on the Halloween parade.
Oh,
Hey,
fuck.
it's got to say juicy on the
I'm
butt.
gonna scare everybody, bro. Mama, what the hell?
No, but in a bear costume.
Oh no,
In a
it was a
bear
gorilla. It was a gorilla. The one that you did.
Gorilla,
Or a
bro.
gorilla. Yeah. I don't know why I said bear. That would be funny too, though.
You guys are too much.
Oh man, did you have a good time on the show?
Yes.
Yeah, you feel better?
It's weird being on this side of it,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The lights
yeah.
are freaking bright, but
You did a great job, girl.
thank you.
You did a great job.
That's because I'm trying. I'm trying to get outside of my comfort zone.
Got to, man. Got to. That's
I
the
don't
only
like
way. That is the only way. That's you. At the end of the day, you got to figure out a way to separate yourself from everyone else, right? I don't believe in following the herd, right? I believe in going that way when everybody's going that way. You know what I'm saying? I believe in fuck it. The sky is green because I said it's green. God damn it, right? You just got to go with your own grain, man. You know what it is. It is what it is. It's not gonna be what it's not gonna be, right? It's spade to spade. The truth is, the people who are the most hungriest, the people who care the less about what people think, are people gonna win.
Yeah.
Right. The people who are working the hardest, who are grinding, who are willing to put themselves out there, are gonna win, especially in this day and age. And that's one thing that I've learned within the last 3 years is you have to put yourself out there. People have to know you. They have to see you. It's amazing sometimes when I walk into some stores or restaurants and people are, oh, hey, you're on the podcast. And it's like, to me, it's like, oh shit, right on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing something right, right? We're catching some people's attention. They're understanding, right? And I think ultimately, bro, they're understanding that we want to get people's stories out there because everybody has a story.
Yeah, and everybody has a
Right.
unique story.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
And I think that's the most beautiful thing is people are starting to see that shit, bro.
I agree.
Right?
Well, I got one more thing that I want to
go
make
ahead, bro.
sure, or actually, I have two questions that I want to make sure I put in there. So the one of them is, what would you hope Jason and Justin say about you when they're older? And look at the camera when you're saying that.
At the
what
camera.
do I hope they say about me when they're older?
When they're talking to their kids about who their mom was, what do you wish they say?
Oh, okay. I would want them to say, your grandma is so cool. She's so funny. She was a good mom. She was always there for me. I don't know. I can't think of something that far out. It seems kind of weird to think of because I still think of them as little babies.
Well, I'm gonna make you think in the future again. So I want you to look in the camera and talk to yourself.
Okay.
Now you cannot respond it with anything to do with anybody else. Not your kids, not your parents, not your friends, not your husband.
What's going to be hard?
What is Erin wants to do, and where do you want her to be 10 years from now? Like what you wish you had accomplished,
Okay.
you know, professionally, personally, all of that, but only, you know, in jiu-jitsu and all the things in your life, but only from the angle of what is Erin wanting, not what everybody else in the circle.
Okay,
should
so 10 years from now, so I'm 55.
do. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Say it to the camera. You're talking
Okay.
to her in the mirror.
So you're 55. Let's see. Shit, you better be a purple belt by now. I would say you did great. Your businesses did great. You were able to retire. You got a big ass garage full of old ass Cadillacs that you've always wanted. Your kids are living their best lives and they're successful. Your husband is still a dime piece. You're going on vacations and you're looking back and saying, I did all the right things. I made all the right steps. And I'm glad that I was confident in myself. And I'm glad that I put myself out there and just went for it because I could do it, obviously. Yeah.
It's a great answer.
It's the same thing that I tell the kids if they're hesitant about something. Nobody wakes up knowing how to do the thing. The best brain surgeon, the best musician, the best whatever, they had to learn at some point. So if they could learn it, why can't I?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a great answer, baby.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
So you guys have interviewed a lot of people, obviously.
Uh-huh.
You guys always have really good questions. You do a lot of good research and you have a lot of good questions. And I know these go for hours and you guys you guys go down the rabbit hole. You've known me half your life. You're married to me. You've known me, 15 plus years. We're family. How was this interview different for you guys?
No shit.
Did you prepare for it differently?
No, I'll go first. Cool if I go first?
Yeah.
Honestly, when Angel brought it to me, I thought it was different because I want Brentwood to see, I want them to know who I know. And like I told you before it started, I think you're holding back a lot. And if people were to know the Erin that I know and the confidence and the funny girl and the mother, the love, the camaraderie, the giving person that I know, I think that there would only be one realtor here in Brentwood, right? Because seriously, because of the person that I know, right? And my angle today was I want people. It's different because I really want people to understand the person that I know. And when I don't call anyone sister, right? I don't give that to anyone, right? I only give that to people that I love.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? And I want both of you guys to understand that. If I call you sister or brother, it's because I fucking love you. Whatever you need, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, wherever you're at, you call me. If I can't get it to you, I'm gonna make sure it gets to you. You dig what I'm saying? And so I think that was the angle today is I really somehow, some way wanted the people of Brentwood, Oakley, anybody in Contra Costa County to really know Erin as the person I know her and the person that I love.
Sorry
right?
for all the F-bombs.
It's all good. That's what we're here for. But you dig what I'm saying? That's seriously, man. You know, I want people to know that you're dealing you're dealing with a mother, a provider, a lover, a person that cares, a person that understands, a person that's willing, a person that's funny, a person that will drop anything she has to drop to go help you. I want people to see that. That's why it was different for me.
Good answer.
Bam. Oh, beat that, dog.
Way to steal my fucking thunder, motherfucker. No, honestly, I think
it's over. Let's go. Vamonos.
For me, like, it was like, I was nervous as shit. And I tell you what, like, honestly, I didn't need any of this. I don't need to prepare. I fucking know you like the back of my hand. Right?
This is a family show.
Can you watch your language?
But I was really nervous because I wanted to really make sure that I didn't miss. And honestly, you're such a great person. You're such a great human being. And like, it's easy, if anything, during me kind of having to slow down and think about, okay, let me put this, because I told you, you know what, I'm going to treat you, I even sent her an invitation. I'm going to treat you like a normal guest. So I sent you an invitation, and I did the normal things I do with the guests.
But the kiss at the beginning and the ass grabbing before the show. I mean,
I
come
told
on,
you keep your hands off it.
I mean, yeah, you guys don't get that. You know,
100%.
So, but when I was going through, kind of like, okay, let me write this down like a normal guest. To me, was just like going through memory lane and also realizing that, like, I need to appreciate you more. Like,
thank you.
You're amazing in so many ways. And I do, what Danny's saying is true. Like, and I tell you this all the time. If you can just see yourself with my eyes, like, dude, you know, you got it all.
I tell him
you're smart as fucking shit. I tell my kids, no, I tell them that smartest fucking person in this household is you. You're the funniest person.
Until I come in this motherfucker, dog.
You're the
He
funniest,
said funny, not
you're
funny.
the funniest looking.
God damn it.
But, you know, you're so fucking good at being in the moment. which you know, as your husband, as your friends, you're such a good friend. You're so present with everything you do. Like, you know, you have relationships with not just our friends, but our kids' friends. Like, I wish I had your approach that you do with people, and like you're just so personal. You really care.
Yeah.
And I see that with people, and I tell you sometimes it's like sometimes I can get somewhat over there in the realm of things. I feel like I gotta try. You don't try. This is your standard mode. This is how you come from factory. Like, it's just so amazing. And you know, my goal today, which is why I end up writing all this today, and I was like, I want to make sure that I do a framework so I don't forget, so that I can highlight who you really are. And honestly, I feel like this was a great conversation, but we didn't even touch a quarter of the amazing person that you are. But you know, if I want you to take something from this conversation today, and second to what Danny's saying, is like, fuck them. Be you. 100% you. Fuck everybody. If they don't like it, they can fucking unsubscribe. Like, if they don't if they don't want to be your friends, so be it. They shouldn't be in your life. If they're your competition and they get offended or they get whatever, they should. Because you need to come in with fucking everything and just be you, 100% you. I've told you every time. When you went and shot those videos recently for the first time, you were super scared. And what was the one thing I told you? I don't care. Doesn't matter if you memorize what you were supposed to say in those videos. Just be you. I will bet everything I own on you. So you got to do the same.
Those are big shoes to fill.
You're a little crybaby today, bro.
I am.
What's going on with you, bro?
This is my best friend.
Love you guys, man. I'm doing the lightning round, bro.
Okay.
You're not doing it. I'm doing it, goddammit.
Oh, give me the Mexican questions that you guys give people.
I got you, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little twist on
Everybody
this.
tells me I'm
What
honorary.
kind of Tony's
okay?
does he wear? And I'm just
None.
All right. Well,
he wears thongs backwards. Oh shit!
this is a great segue to
she didn't say no, bro. I'm just saying.
I think we can wrap this one up, baby. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was a big crybaby. I can't believe that I'm the one who cried instead of her, and I didn't cry. There's no tears.
I saw them, bro. I felt them.
We got moist.
I got videos of you on a party not long ago.
Why you bringing up old shit, bro?
Okay, I'm just saying.
We're talking about now. We're living in the moment, bro.
So, you know, thank you. And I really do mean it. You're an amazing mom. You're an amazing partner. And this is an inside joke, but you know what I mean. You're an amazing lover. Somebody used that particular word.
She was trying to be shitty, and she called him my lover.
Man, this was
It was a resident that we had years ago.
Oh, no, I remember the story. I remember.
But anyways, the point is, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I can't wait for what the next 10 years and the next 20 years and the rest of my life is going to look with you. So, guys, you guys know what time it is. Like, follow, and subscribe. And come on, leave us a fucking comment. All right? Burn the ships.
It starts with a fire you can't ignore. A whisper that says you were made for more.
Let's go, Erin. Let's go.
Just guts and a vision, no plan B, just the roots of ambition. We left the horror, no lifeline, no crutch. Just hustle in our hands and a dream to clutch.